What's up, everybody? It is your girl, Popular Loner, here, coming to you with another juicy and I think long ass video, okay? So as you guys can see from the title above, the topic is gonna be, what about you, friend? You. Okay, don't make me get the points here. You, friend. What about you gets people pressed? What is it? What's the tea? What's really the deal? Like, what's really going on? Like, what is it? All right. And then on top of all that juiciness, this is going to be a collab video with our good sister, our good sis, Capricorn Venus Tarot. Okay, Capricorn Venus Tarot. You see it. Let me tell you, okay, all the details will be in the description box. Real quick, let me just talk to some people, especially for those that are new here. Let me tell you, before you start popping it in the comments, friend, all the timestamps are in the description. Right over there, I think it is. Right over there. Not down below in the comments, in the description. Always check the description. So yes, you guys, I already showed y'all the piles up close. I'm hoping that was enough. Tap into your intuition, okay? P believes in you, genuinely. And so does Bliskins, if you can hear her. So yes, you guys, go ahead and pick intuitively. We have pile 1, the white candle. Pile 2, the Florida water. Okay, and then pile 3, my favorite magnifying glass, the skeleton magnifying glass. So go ahead, pick intuitively, and I will see you guys at your pile. Okay, pile 1. All right. So this is going to be the channeled messages portion of your reading. And I just have to call it out. I have to call it out before I get started, because I cannot be in this energy that I'm in right now for the rest of your reading. I just can't. So I feel like someone here, you could also struggle with anxiety, or because let me tell y'all the energy I was in. I was feeling really good, very confident, and this happened during you guys' meditation. I just felt very confident. I was like, yeah, a lot of Nicki Minaj was coming through. We'll talk about it when I get to the channeled messages portion. And this is the color. I don't know if I said that in the beginning, but this is the color that I chose for you guys specifically. Now, okay, back to what I was saying. It almost feels like you guys could almost feel like you're in a, like people put you, I'm getting like a microscope, like there's a microscope on you, okay? Or you could feel like people need you to be perfect. And they might not really feel like that nowadays. I don't know, everybody's gonna be different, but this could even be something that you carry from childhood. Like that could be something that you're healing, all right? Just perfectionism, anything around perfectionism, or just, you know, there's an angle there, all right? But I was also feeling that what I'm picking up on, I don't even think this is your energy. Let me see if this is the group. Let's get into it. I think that if this is the group where I said like people often will project onto you, because I feel like you be in your zone, pile 1, you be vibing. You could even be possibly like, that's another thing, really focusing on just elevating yourself. This pile is really good at transmutation, alchemy, really vibing out with their shadow, like in such a beautiful way that it creates, I'm not gonna lie, I really feel like, see, there's an umbrella here of perfectionism, okay, of pile 1 is perfect, or pile 1 is pristine, but then it's like, how does pile 1 keep up this image of pristineness when we know the past of pile 1, or when we think we know the past of pile 1? Okay, so some of you guys could have dealt with depression, or there could be, that doesn't even, this pile is getting on my nerves. Not y'all, but the people that be like sending you negative energy. Let me say it like that. They are getting on my nerves, because depending on who's looking at you, I'm almost seeing you guys like, it almost feels like I'm taking pile 3. And when I say pile 3, I'm not talking about like pile 3, but just a microscope, and I'm like this on you. There has to be something wrong with them. Or how are people missing this? So I don't know, people could like nitpick your work. Oh shit, my bad. Like, And then Nicki Minaj was coming through. Like, this pile, like, okay, the song that was coming through was Boss Ass Bitch. I'm a boss ass bitch. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Yes, okay. There was a lot of couture vibes, all right. Custom down energy, all right. Also, it's funny, and I'm gonna bounce around. With this pile, like, I think even on the back of this candle, like, it says bougie. I was like, what in the world? This word looks like bougie. Collection Day, BOUGIES. And the way I'm reading that is bougies. But let me just go back to my first point and then just get into the messages. I just feel like people project onto you, pile one, a lot of their insecurities. And I think that puts you in a bubble sometimes, or like it can really affect you. Like it affects, like, I don't know. It almost feels like there's something here that occurs or has occurred maybe in childhood that like has stuck to you, and it makes you almost even put yourself under this microscope when you're about to present, when you're about to do something. Because it's almost like I'm about to start the reading, and then now all of a sudden here come all these fears, doubts, and oh, it has to be that, like this way, it has to be that way. And it's just like, oh my gosh. I was like, let me call this shit out. I gotta call it out. So this is the thing that you need to know though. You guys are protected. Cause like, look at you, bro. This is your energy. Somebody here could have long hair. I also was getting braider vibes. Like someone here, like you could be the best in the city. There's something very neat. Like I said, even pristine, still in its original condition. Okay, still new, still wrapped up, very exclusive with their energy. Okay. But I kept hearing, like, how do they keep that reputation with everything that they've been through? Like, and I feel like some people really admire that. I mean, it's admiration all around, but I feel like there is some jealousy there. Like, oh, like, wow, why does everybody, I don't even want to say it like that. Like, it doesn't come off like, why does everybody like pile one? But it's just like, how does pile one maintain such a clean presentation, or even just a clean reputation with everything that they've went through? Okay. I keep jumping around too much for my liking, so I'm gonna go straight to the messages. All right. So I had pulled off camera just to get like a general energy. So if you're familiar with the Wild Unknown, and I'm not gonna like pull them out because this is only like the channel messages section, but if you're familiar, okay, your energy came up as the shaman in the village, which was so funny to me because this is very, why I just heard explicit, but no, it's very exclusive. But when I think of the shaman, medicine woman, okay, I don't know why I just heard medicine man, medicine woman, the guru, the teacher, the wise one, all right, the student and the practitioner. It gives me that vibe. So there's like I just heard a dual edge to you guys. I also heard the word double entendre. It's that pristine energy for me. I don't think you guys understand. Like, there's something very godly about this energy, or maybe you're often put on a pedestal. You could also have, in Vedic, a lot of Saturn placements. I don't know. There's like a hedge, and it could even be a hedge of protection. This just feels very like exclusive. Like when I look at it, I just feel good. I haven't even lit this candle. It looks so good. I don't even want to light it. Like I've had this candle for years. And like I almost want to say the beating, but it's not. It's like the detail. Like if you have a business, which we're going to get into, there's something about the attention that you pay to detail. I don't care. You don't even got to be prissy, because I got a prissy vibe from this group, but I also got someone who was edgy, punk rocky, but they're just they pay attention to the details. Like you could be a very girly, I don't know, nail tech or braider, and you're just very intricate with the details. Or you could be someone who's like a tattoo artist, but you're like very, very like, oh, it's almost like perfect. Like you should see how I'm describing it. Very artsy, very perfect. Okay. Like just how you do your drawings, your design, the effort, the work that you put in there. Yes. Okay. So let me keep going. Oh yeah. The shaman in the village. See, both of these things people seek out in you because you have connections, pile one. Someone here, you have a business, and I have to say, like, you have people pressed, or you have people kind of jealous. They're jealous, all right, of Oh shit. Oh my gosh, how did I forget that? Y'all, so here I am. I'm just channeling, girl, just talking too much. You know how I get. How could I forget? Again, just in case you was thirsty, okay? You was trying to be Speedy Gonzalez, okay? And you skipped the intro. Don't forget, this is a collab with our good sis Capricorn Venus Tarot. All right? As you guys can see, I'm going to be doing the why do you got them pressed, baby? Why are people pressed? Why are they pressed? Okay? What's going on? And then our good sis, she's going to be doing the topic of why are your haters losing sleep over you? What has your haters losing sleep over you? Like, what's the tea? What's going on? Okay? So my bad, y'all. Y'all know how I get. Yeah, so just tap in. That's all I wanted to come in and say. And yes, girl, enjoyed the reading. Woo! Yeah, I don't know how I forgot to do that. But back to what I was saying, girl. So with the shaman and the village, right? I felt like there was a admiration for the people you know. Like, you could know very well-off people, or you could just have really good connections, or there was something here about your clientele, the support that you have. Because maybe it wasn't even your connections, I gotta see. It was the support that you have. There's an awe, like people are in awe of that, but then there's also some jealousy, friend. They're pressed. Why? It almost seems like pile one always has this support around her. Pile one always, and I don't even know why I said her, or you could be a him too, but like you could definitely, where my women at? Like, this could definitely be for you, sis, all right? But there's like this untouchable energy. Why are they always so protected? And like I said, there's others that are just in awe of it. They love it. They want to, you know, emulate that. They want to, you know, learn your ways. Okay, they're glad. They're humble in your presence. Okay, you're humble with them as well, but they want to learn from you. But then there's also that sickly energy where it's like, you know, it's like, y'all know. Okay. So yeah, Boss Ass Bitch, Nicki Minaj. That song came up, and one of the lyrics, and I think I wrote it down. He said, what the fuck, this ain't Chanel, nigga, custom down. So somebody here, you make custom shit. Like, you either wear custom shit or you make custom shit, or both, okay? Your work, people think that your work is very custom. And as I'm describing this stuff, like, this is why you have people pressed. Like, you are very detail oriented, okay? And what you do, it always has your touch of flavor, your touch of authenticity, your touch of, like, you put a lot into your craft. You put a lot into your appearance, or that's how it comes off. People could really be grabbing at your energy. Like, I love how you guys are just in here vibing, untouched, still perfect, still, it's giving virgin energy. Like, I don't know, like, people could look at you like that, friend. You're like, what? Me, a virgin? But for real, like, you could carry like that it's like virgin energy. All right, even if you're not, you're like, damn, but you know, maybe you don't look like what you've been through. I don't know. Okay, and I keep seeing the number 222. Okay, so I also wrote connections to Paris. So someone could have connections to Paris, or you could frequently go to Paris or travel to Paris. I also got beignets that came through. So you could be from Louisiana. Someone here, you travel quite a bit. I told y'all about the word bougie. So I wrote bougie, prissy, punk rock. What is this right here? Oh, Rico Nasty, smack a bitch today. Thank God I ain't have to smack a bitch today. Like, there's something about y'all that also gives Rico Nasty. So you could take it there. Y'all could have really changed y'all life around. And I think that's why y'all got people pressed. Like, there's something very exclusive about your energy. I don't know if you have better boundaries, but I just also feel like you've changed your life around. I just heard life is good. Future. Drake. Okay? Listen to that song. So yeah, I wrote checkered past. Oh, light as a rock. Y'all ever heard that song? She says light as a rock. By, is it MC Light? Light as a rock. When I think of like a rock, you know, some people could look at you. Yeah, you could have like an innocent vibe, or like a sweet nature, or something about you just seems very new, very virgin like, okay? Very green, maybe even to some. Maybe even unexperienced, all right? Because you're humble, right? You don't, like, I feel like when you hype yourself up, it's not to be catty. It's literally because you're just hyping yourself up. It's not about me trying to stun on you. This is just me self-loving myself, okay? And I do feel like people can take that the wrong way. Like you'd be the type to come in and be like, oh, I'm God's favorite. Like you could just say that in conversation, and a real bitch, they wouldn't take that personal. They wouldn't be like, oh, they think they God's favorite. No, like it wouldn't affect them. Like, but people, I don't know, some people, like when you hype yourself up, like people can really get offended. So if you be posting stuff and maybe you got like a dope ass song playing in the background, that kind of like is boss ass bitch energy or boss ass ninja energy. It's letting you know like, yeah, I'm that ninja, like I'm him, like whatever, okay? That be pissing some people off, the haters, okay? And they be pressed about it. They be pressed that you have such confidence about yourself. It almost feels like a confident nature, and I feel like they try to attack that energetically, which is why you create so many boundaries or why you're very exclusive with your energy. It could be very hard for you to even make friends, or there's like a paranoia. I don't know, it doesn't even have to be a paranoia. I just feel like you guys are very aware of your energy, what you bring to the table, how it can affect people, how it can trigger people, and that is why you have this barrier. Okay, very clairvoyant too, like all the piles were psychic as fuck. For real. They carried some type of, yeah. Okay, a whole lot of. Now, anyway. And when I was saying light as a rock, like, you know, there's like when you see a rock, you know, it could be so tiny. You're like, yeah, it's just a rock. But like, you throw that bitch, you put some velocity behind that, some momentum, it could do damage. I'm light, but I could do damage. Okay? Like, there's an energy of you like that. You hold weight. You're humble, but you hold weight. Okay, I wrote this. Talented, could own a business. I know somebody here owns a business. You're very talented. The third house was coming to me very strongly because I saw the 12th house and, well, not the 12th house. I saw the number 12 here because this was in Canada, $12.99. You could be from Canada. Then we have US $9.99. And I just subtracted those because something told me to. And I got the number 3, of course. And that gives me third house energy. So 12th house, the 9th house, third house. So something about your wisdom. You could have because the 4th house also came through for y'all. So you could have a doctorate or your master's degree. You could be pursuing that. You could be very educated. The knowledge that you hold, the wisdom, also just the connections that you have, what you've built for yourself, that can provoke those energies. Okay, but anyway, let me stay focused. I'm jumping ahead. Okay, I also wrote down Christmas play. So someone here, you could be a Christmas baby, but I was also getting something very prominent about a Christmas play. Something about your energy gives me second house. It gives me luxury, or you could have a nice voice. So yeah, I put nice singing voice. So you definitely have gifts, your connections, wisdom. Okay, very supportive clients. I told y'all the third house came up. Talents online, successful, knowledge. Okay, you could have experience. That has people pressed. Okay, you could be young. Yeah, this was that group. You could be young, or you could have started young, and like people are very shocked or like, damn, like it's something about how you move and what you've accomplished and like how experienced you are. Either you've just put a lot of time into this. I mean, you've put a lot of time into it. Okay, and my boyfriend's alarm just went off, so that could have been it. Like, even if it hasn't been that long, you put so much time into what you do. So you could have advanced like very quick, okay, in comparison to other people. And that has people pressed. Like, how did they just jump like that? So I also wrote a hair braider. Yep, someone could stitch or sew, or you could be like a designer. I also feel like someone could stitch braid here. Like, people always talk about like how neat your braids are, okay? Yeah, and then I wrote, because what the fuck, this ain't Chanel, nigga, custom down. Client, oh yeah, this was like a separate message. Someone needed to hear this, and it might come to you. So there was a client that, like, your service is very good, okay? But people, I don't want to say it often, but this could have recently happened where someone went to someone else. And I don't think you mind, because it says clients regret going somewhere else, but you have that type of work ethic, or you provide some type of service to where when clients do maybe get restless and go to someone else, or if they just go to someone else period or whatever the fuck, they always end up regretting it and they come right back. Like, that's how I know, like, whatever you provide, whatever service, whatever energy you provide, it's like top notch. Okay, that's crazy. I also wrote down, yeah, you could be a new mom, because the 4th house did come through. Something about your home. People could be pressed about where you live, where you've moved. I also got that somebody got a new boob job, okay? Or, yeah, you know what was coming through, y'all? So I'm getting two things. You could have recently got a new boob job, okay? You could be in like the healing process. But I was also getting, yo, like this is so weird, but I do feel like someone here, you could have breastfed, right? Could be breastfeeding now, and you have like stamina. There's someone very pressed. And I feel like some people, like I said, are in awe of it, but others could be jealous of like how much milk you produce, or like how you got your milk production up, or like maybe you're one of those people like you have milk for your kids, but you can also donate milk. And there's, you know, there are some women that can struggle making milk, you know, it just is what it is. And it's an unfortunate situation, but you know, I feel like there are people pressed by that, okay? They want to learn your ways. Like you can make videos on how to increase your milk supply, or you're talking about what to eat that could favor that. I don't know, people want to learn your ways, all right? But there is some like envy, some jealousy there. Yeah, I put godly, perfectionism, angel. Someone's name could be Angel or Claire. I also was getting Holly. Y'all know Holly Bailey. Her song Angel was coming through. Names that start with an A. So I also was getting Ashanti, A-Marie. Oh yeah, I put master's degree, doctorate's degree, because that fourth house energy. Yeah. Okay. What is that? I don't know what I wrote there. I don't know what I wrote there. I'll look at that. Oh, yes. Okay. Someone here started a business at 21 that's still successful to this day. Also, the fourth house does represent spiritual liberation. Someone here could have been born at midnight. Again, I put master's degree, wealth through. Okay. Someone here, or you could have a younger sibling. They could have wealth through writing, arts, or travel. And I feel like that also applies to y'all. I'm telling y'all, that third house was coming up so much. Wealthy younger sibling. This group very much so focuses on healing. And I feel like that can, like a lot of people want what you have, pile one, okay? Like however you move, you might not even be focused on it in this way, so you don't realize how special it is, but the way you flow, there's like a flow here. To others, it looks like perfectionism, but really you do a lot behind the scenes to clear and cleanse your energy. 11:33 on the clock. You might want to look up that number. And a lot of people want that, like the people that could be lost. Like it's giving, y'all ever seen Hercules, where all those dead souls were like in there and they're like trying to like take the life of, like, I don't know, I feel like you could have a lot of people that get drawn to you because like, look at you. I mean, you know, like there's just this godly type of energy. Like, let me just touch the hand of pile one. And I'm not trying to gas you. I don't mean that in like a narcissistic way, but I just feel like it just plays a part in why I feel like you could be very protected and just overall protective about your energy. But I just feel like people, they don't give you enough credit. I mean, they do, but I think they think it comes easy to you. But there's a lot that goes into what you do and how you show up, all right? Very connected, or very, you know, you make peace with your shadow side. Like you take the time to heal yourself, okay? You could have broke free from a certain environment. Yeah, I put deal with projections. Like literally this pile, I could not get past the channeled messages when I was doing my meditation. It was just so much projection. Yes, projections surrounding separation. So when you try to make a move, there could be, or there could have been, like maybe you always knew that you were going to leave the city that you grew up in, or you always knew that you were going to be the one to finally go get a degree, or you were going to be the one to become more spiritual, less religious, or to change religions, or not do the family business and go do your own thing. Whatever the case may be, there could be a lot of people that tried to speak fear into you instead of life due to their own fear. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I'm getting like that family, I don't know, like a family dynamic. Because what I'm picking up on right now, it doesn't feel super like it's coming from jealousy. It feels like it's coming from fear. But really, you still did it anyway. And I feel like what ends up happening is that's how it turns into jealousy or like something else. Because then they'll sit with it when you finally do just do it and you don't listen to all that other noise and it works out for you, or you're just like living in your truth, however that looks. It makes those people question. Like you could go two ways with it. You could get inspired by that, you know, some people get inspired, other people, they get nasty with it. Like, it's like they start to, you know, it almost brings shame to them on why couldn't I do that? And instead of it stopping there, it's like, well, why couldn't I do that? I must be less than. Oh, so Pile, I don't know, one thinks they're better. Like, who does Pile one think they are? It turns into those nasty projections, and sometimes evil eye. Like, I get that with this group. It's unfortunate. I also wrote this down. This was a new piece that I put on here. Oh yeah, sweater weather. Someone could make sweaters. Something about winter, and something about winter is here. But you could watch Haley Gamba. I think her name is Haley Gamba on YouTube, or you could like to watch a lot of videos surrounding, you know, being better, okay, being more elevated, you know, bettering your appearance, living a certain lifestyle, like those types of videos, okay? And then let me see, there was a lot here, y'all. Let me see. Oh, no, I think that's it. So yeah, like, there's something here about your not, bro. Not gonna lie, friend. It's like there's such good vibes here, but I almost feel like you guys could carry a sadness with you. And it could be because you might deal with depression, and maybe, you know, people forget that. Or you could just feel like people forget that you're a human. But I also feel like there's a sadness here because there could be a want to connect, but there's like a truth, like truth has been revealed to you. Like the truth has been revealed on how people move. So it's almost like, I don't know, you could be at a place where you want to connect with people, but you just know with your energy, you can't just connect like other people. So when you look around and you see everyone just having certain people around, this is a message from your spiritual team, like certain people that might have a lot of people around, they don't want you to take that personal because you just never know. I mean, some of those people could be happy, but also some of them could just be keeping people around without, of course, that spiritual awareness. Like, you have spiritual awareness, so of course you're going to see things differently. And 16 on the clock, like, you just have to move differently. And I know that could be a heavy burden to like carry, because when you look around, you're like, well, it looks like they have an easier time, you know, they just can do anything. Or like, sometimes I wish I didn't have to move like this. Like, there's something about, you know, you have to move differently, okay? You just know you do. And sometimes you do want to, you know, step out of the plastic sometimes, okay, whatever that means for you. But you already know, like, it could be because of what you built for yourself. Like, there's an energy here of like, I got shit to lose. I don't know. There's like this sadness that I feel about a microscope. I don't know. But so this is what I'm gonna do. So that was a channeled message portion of this group. I don't know. Let me know if it resonated down below. This was just a little extra for the peoples. It just was so much. So I'm like, I gotta make it its own little section. But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the tarot portion, okay, and the oracle portion of the reading, okay, 12:12 on the clock. So yeah, feel free to, you know, meet me over there and to get the rest of these messages, okay? I don't know what's gonna come out. It could be in alignment with everything I just said, or it can kind of veer off. I don't know. So yeah, I'll see you there. Okay, welcome, pile one. So as you guys know, this is going to be the tarot oracle, you know, portion of the reading. Y'all got to tap in with that channel message. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like, because everything that I just pulled is lining up, friends. So, you know, go tap in. You know, there's definitely some good messages. And also, as I said in the intro, you already know this is a collaboration with our good sis Capricorn Venus Tarot, okay? So my portion of the reading is going to be, what about you guys gets people pressed, okay? What's it giving, friend? And hers is going to be, why are your haters losing sleep over you? Okay, so honey, once you get this in, make sure you go get that in, okay? Or vice versa. Welcome if you're coming from her end to this one, all right? Welcome, welcome. But girl, I know you see this. So first of all, I pulled from my past lives deck. I have the High Priest or the High Priestess. I said, why do you got people pressed? Okay, hold on. Let me make sure, because I know we got some new people up in here. Let me get the pointer, friend. This is our pointer. You gotta get into it. This is why you got people pressed. There's a veil. I don't know. Maybe the veil is very thin with y'all, okay? And it's funny because this actually came out in another Like, I'm surprised that this is coming out in y'all reading, because this energy, well, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. You guys might be drawn to another pile, just know that. Because there's a very clairvoyant, like, seer type of energy here. Very intuitive. You definitely have spiritual gifts. So much so that sometimes you be like, man, look, I ain't asked for this, okay? Like, everybody wants what I got, but they don't know, like, there's a burden that comes with this, you know? I don't know, like, there's some very, like, kingly, godly, queenly type of energy. And with that high priest or high priestess, yeah, people be trying to, I just, every time I get into y'all energy, y'all, like, I just feel this, it's almost like, I don't want to say like an attack. I don't want to get, you know, I don't want to be too intense, but I just really feel like people, I don't know if they're like just on your energy, because people definitely want your energy more. They want you to come out more. I'm just, this is a message that was coming through. There's something about, we wish they would come out more, but it just feels very greedy. Like, there's people very greedy about your energy. Like, they want your energy. They want a lot of your time. They want your services. They just want, okay? You have very abundant energy around you, okay? But honey, with that high priest and that high priestess, okay? This, you be knowing. That's why you got people pressed. Let me tell you, you got the people that, you know, support you pressed, but there's also this, I don't know who y'all be connecting with. There's like this vibe of like, how do they be knowing the right time to post? How do they be knowing the right time to launch? How do they be knowing what the people are gonna like? How do they be picking the right scents? How do they be coming up with these messages? How do they come up with these designs? Why does it always seem like they know the game, like they know what's going on, like someone whispered in their ear and told them the answers? Why does it always feel like they are passing the test, or they are just ahead of the game? Like, people want what you got. They want what you're buying. Like, the aesthetics is always aesthetic, and like there's something very, I'm telling you, people see you as perfect, bro. Like, there's something about how you do what you do that just seems perfect. It's like, damn, they be on point. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, you could be a tarot reader. Somebody here, you could have a spiritual business. That could be the business that I was talking about. All right. You could have a spiritual business and your messages be on point. Your timing be accurate. And that got people pressed. And this group, I'm not gonna lie, because when I said who's pressed, you got Egypt. So you guys could definitely have ties to Egypt. I am seeing a past life here. We are using my past life cards. Plus, when I pulled these additional my goddess cards, you have, I can't say the name, Hatshepsut. I can never say it. Okay, the first Egyptian female pharaoh. You could be the first to do it. Do something. Like I said, it could be go to college, start your own business, the first to get an award, the first to do something, the first the first female athlete in something. I don't know, the first. You could win a lot of medals. I don't know. There's something here about the first one, okay? The original in its original form, all right? Anyway, we also have the corn maiden, goddess of harvest. To have the first Egyptian female pharaoh, do you know how much weight that carries? And from what I've read, let me just go to this, okay? From what I read, I don't know if they was lying or not, but she was a great pharaoh, or at least that's what they put out there. Let me go to her. You guys could have people like you. People at your job could really like you. I don't know why. Okay, before I go to this, because I'm jumping around, and it's irritating me. It keeps happening in this reading. Every time I'm giving the praise, here come this negative ass energy. Here come this negative ass energy. You know, I feel like you could have been, like I said, you guys are the student and the practitioner, but other practitioners of what you do, and they could be any age. They could be older than you, because I am getting like teacher to student. Like the teacher be sending that negative energy. Like they're pressed. You be having the people that maybe teach you, or the people that are supposedly quote unquote more experienced, you know, on paper. I don't know, like you be showing them up. And I'm not even saying that you're trying to do that, but like you be even having them feeling some type of way. There's like an energy of like, I've been doing this for X amount of years. Why does it seem like pile 1 is advancing like that? Or I've been practicing my skill for X amount of years. Why does it seem like pile 1 is so much better than me? Or another thing, even though I do feel like, you know what it is? Okay, y'all put in the work. I can't deny that. That's one thing. And I got to catch myself, because I almost fell into that trick of maybe it just comes easy to y'all. Because I feel like y'all do put in the work. Like y'all do. Like you put in, okay? Is it called tilling? Because I'm seeing somebody like shoveling and they're like really putting the work in. But you also do have an innate gift, that 3rd house energy. People are pressed. They want your recipe, but a lot of it is just in you. This comes from your lineage, all right? And I think that I put that down. Yeah, y'all might be drawn to another group, because let me see. I wrote something down about this. Because there could be, I swear I wrote it down. It might be a different group, and I could be bringing all the messages together, but I feel like somebody specifically in your family, you could be very connected to your grandmother. It might have been a different group that I got that message for, but I am picking up on that. I'm picking up on like a maternal figure that passed down some like real, I'm talking about strong ass spiritual gifts. And whether you are a spiritual practitioner or not, this could also play a part in why your business thrives. There's hella abundant ass energy. I know you see this milestone, like people are like, that's why you got people pressed. You're achieving, like, I don't know, you could have recently had a specific milestone that you just like achieved, okay? You I don't know, it could be surrounding a degree. Like I said, you could have got that. You got people stuttering, stammering, like what the hell? What the fuck? I also feel like if you are young, there's someone here that is older than you specifically, and you could be older, but they might be older than you, and they are jealous of the stamina that you have. Or not, it's not stamina, it's like the hunger that you have to want to learn more. It's almost like that energy of like you don't get tired, but it's not in like a physical way. It's like in more of a like the brain getting fed type of way. Like you're always seeking more knowledge. And I don't know, maybe they could be a little lazy, or they compare like, why wasn't I like that at that age? Or like, why didn't I take advantage of my time like that? You see what I'm saying? People start projecting. See, they see, this is all, they could decide to get inspired and make some changes. But instead, I feel like some people do end up projecting onto you, and they start low-key evil eyeing, becoming jealous. Even though they low-key, a lot of them is a part of the crowd. I'm not gonna lie, whether they're a part of this crowd or not, I think that's why it's like they don't even matter. You have a lot of supporters, because I also saw the mushrooms for you. So you just have this networking, like a lot of people could like you, a lot of people want what you got, you work with the right people, like your discernment is on point. So it's like when you have that psychic edge, it kind of can give you that advantage. You know who to work with, you know who to team up with, you know how to manifest, call things in, very protected. Like that is why you got people pressed. But that Egyptian knowledge, someone is in a high position, or like I said, they're very experienced. And I do feel like this person could be, they're coming through as a teacher. They could be envying how you do your craft. Let me see, who is this person? This older individual. Actually, let me get more dice. Uh-oh, we gotta lock in. 10:10 on the clock. We got to lock in. So, okay. Who is this person? How would they know who this person is? Who is this person picking up on? Ah, look at that, the 7th house, and you got the moon again. There's so much 4th house energy here. This was the bottom of the deck, okay? Which let me just show y'all again. We have, because I didn't even do that. You got Egypt, High Priest. I said their names already. But when I pulled from the Zodiac deck, the card that actually came out was Trine, Sextile, Symbiosis, number 52. But your bottom of the deck, top of the deck energy was the 4th house and the 5th house. Very creative, okay? It's like, I don't know how you express yourself. And I feel like this is very natural to you. And I don't feel like you're trying to like one up everybody. You're just naturally doing it. I don't know, bro. You're definitely very talented. Okay, but back to this. Because what was I about to say? Okay, yeah, 7th house. Yep, this came out in another group. The 7th house was like that main house that had people pressed. You have connections. Like, you haven't, like, and I feel like this, y'all might hear repetitive messages when y'all get to a different pile, my bad. But this is giving businesses. This is giving endorsements. This is giving, we want to put money into what you got. We want to support you. Like, y'all could be blessed in that way where people naturally want to support you. So you have a lot of clients. You get a lot of money. You get a lot of support. Financial support. You always seem to be in the right place at the right time. Like, I just heard, how did they get that loan? How did they time that right and get picked for that raffle? Or like, how did they, like, I don't know, there's something here. Like, it just always seems like the energy is in your favor, but people don't understand what goes into what you got going on behind the scenes. Like, you're very devoted. And I mean spiritually, like, you could pray a lot. Like, you're very tapped in with God. You know what I mean? Like, there's a very devoted energy here and very loyal to what you got going on. Oh, but that's what I was going to say. They see me, you see me trying to avoid that. So I know y'all see that moon energy. So I'm not going to lie. This person could be someone in your family. This could be someone that you live with. They could be a part of that 4th house energy, the mother. For some of you guys, it could be a mother figure. Your mom, I'm sorry. You know, there could be some jealousy there. You know, you could be advanced. I'm telling you, like, how you move and what you do and how you use your gifts and what you're doing with your time. There could be some, and I hate to give that message, but there could be some, you know, some vibes there. You could also be like the first person in your family to get married, or maybe you have a very caring connection. Maybe you have, let me see what this is. There's something specifically that you have that I feel like your mother, if it is a mother figure, or this person could be a mother, even though it felt like a mother, I'm not gonna lie. Someone here, this person is like jealous of who you date, pressed about who you date. Maybe you're connected to someone right now. Like, you could have like a lot of your success, and I'm not getting that predominantly. I don't know why I keep merging you with this other pile. So it's like annoying me, but because these are messages for them, but it's coming through so strongly here. I'm telling you, like, who you connect with, like, maybe whoever's around you, they're in alignment with you and what you have going on. They're very supportive. Like, you have good connections, good friends. Your partner is very loving, supportive. Your family dynamic is really loving, nurturing, and supportive. It aligns with your how you express yourself creatively. It doesn't go against it. You know what I mean? It doesn't cause that friction. Like, there's a flow here, a natural flow, and it's very protected. It almost seems like a community of like-minded people, okay? People are pressed about that. How loyal you are to people, but also how loyal people are to you and how they show up for you. Like, they're in awe. Like, I'm getting a lot of good energy of like in awe, like, wow. But I also do get that vibe. Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, you guys, you do have some exes, people that you used to date pressed, because at the bottom of this deck I do see the vows card. Yeah, we'll pull on that in a second. Yeah, because I don't know why they're pressed. I mean, it could be the success that you have, or just, I don't know, like how happy you are right now. There's like I don't know, you just seem to be very at peace. Although I was picking up on, like, you know, there's another side or layer to you that I think people kind of look past or forget that you have, but you seem to be very happy, protected. You got it all, abundant. So tell me more about this energy that is jealous of my pile one, like pressed in a more negative way. This older person or this teacher. Look at that. We have a Leo strength card. We have an Aquarius with the Fool card, and we have a Libra. That Libra energy then came up. Ooh, that's all major arcana. That Libra energy then came up twice, okay? So this person could be one of these signs, or Again, this could be why they're jealous. You go after it. You take chances. So it seems like you took a chance on yourself. I'm telling you, maybe whoever this person was, like at your age, if they are older than you, or like if it is your mom or a family member, yeah. I'm sorry. I don't want that to be it for some of you guys. If it's not a mom, it's a feminine, a female Libra. Like they could be a female Libra. Let me see. If it's not the mom, who else is it? Okay, real quick. Who is it? The first house, an Aries. I don't know why I just heard a sibling. That's for somebody. But anyway, regardless of the fact, you know, because that energy is just so negative. I'm like, I don't even want to keep tapping on it. But with this Strength card and this Fool card and the Justice card, you see what I'm saying? Like you have the balls, like you have the audacity, but it's in a very balanced and fair way. I don't think you're coming off as snobby, or I'm telling you, you guys carry that bitch energy without being bitchy. I'm not saying that you can't get there, but if you ever do get there, it's like someone pushed you, they took you there, they came for you. This is very fair energy. You're very balanced, and that's why so many people support you. You could be very caring. You receive the support, but you also give the support. And when I look at tourmaline and that quartz, this is tourmaline quartz. You got silex, onyx. Those are very protective, at least the onyx and the tourmaline quartz. Very protective stones right there, okay? Onyx, that's like a banishment type of energy, like a covering, all right? But also that quartz energy coming through to see through the deception, the bullshit, okay? You be knowing. Let me look up silex. I don't know what silex is. Silex. Metaphysical properties. I did not expect this to be this long. I was like, oh, this is going to be a very short reading. Got into it. I'm like, nah, this is deep. Okay. Based on metaphysical and New Age beliefs, silex, also known as flint, someone could be from Michigan, is a strongly energizing stone that can increase confidence and protect against negative energy. So another protected stone. So you guys could like move forward. You listen. I'm not saying that it doesn't, you know, bring fear, but like when you're told to move by the good Lord himself, you move. Okay? When you're a spiritual team, like you're tapped into the energy of just the world. You know when to go, and you listen. And you have the balls to do that. You have the courage because you know you're divinely guided, okay? And I feel like there is an energy here of, I wish I did that. Like, I wish I made different decisions. Let me see. So why is this person jealous? Like, why are they jealous? Queen of Wands. Oh, so some people could be jealous of, like, your sex appeal, but also, like, your magic, your sauce. I'm telling you, you got this sauciness to you. You could be very attractive. I'm telling y'all, y'all got exclusive ass energy. Why the Queen of Wands? Look at this, look at this, look at this. Let's take a second. Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, success, balancing. You could have multiple endeavors. I'm telling you, they're like, how? What the fuck? They're just perfect. People think you perfect, bro. And we have the Hangman. You make the necessary sacrifices. You know what else? Some of you guys could resonate with being introverted, or there's a level of when you need to be in the community, you're in the community and you show up. But you could be someone who gets a lot of, because with that fourth house energy, and then also I was getting like that midnight energy. Some of you guys were born at midnight. Like you transform a lot when you go, I don't want to say into hiding, but when you remove yourself from everything. Like when you go into hibernation, that could have been why I was getting that winter energy. Like when you go into that mode, you know, when you shut off the laptop, you remove this. It's almost giving like a monk type of energy. When you go there, that's where you transform the most. All right. So you do well in a crowd, but you also, I feel like y'all even do better when y'all, there's something about a level up here when you go ghost. It does feel like that, like blank. There's something about that here. Oh, the King of Swords. Ooh, very smart. A good leader. And the gold, that's giving me royalty energy. Somebody here definitely has a business or a platform. And I'm not going to lie, I really think I'm pulling up on also just what's in you. Because some of you guys are very young in whatever you're doing, but there's this level of you just don't even know how much potential you actually have within you. Hi. You need my, oh. Hi, boo-boo. Sorry, y'all, give me 1 second. And look at that, the moon again. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I am back. I'm getting lost in your energy. Like, there's something very pure, but so deep. But, like, it's really hard to make you guys the bad guy. You know what I mean? Like, it's really hard to make you guys the bad guy. And that's another thing. Like, you could have people pressed at your family dynamic because, as you guys heard, my baby just came in, my boyfriend. Like, so you could have, I don't know. And I don't know. People could think you have the perfect setup. Home, nice. Y'all keep getting 4th house energy. I know y'all see that. Y'all see the moon right there? The 4th house is also here. I channeled the 4th house before I even did all of this. Okay. So, and you know what? The 4th house, isn't the 4th house a moksha house? So, you know, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm still in study, okay? But there could be, like, there's always action, progression. You guys could have a lot of planets in that specific house, but let me see. Because it sure is a moksha house, baby. It sure is. And I wonder, let me look. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Okay. Moksha. I just don't want to misspeak. These houses are associated with spiritual liberation, transformation, and the dissolution of illusions. They represent a journey away from worldly attachments and towards a deeper understanding of the self and the universe. Yeah. Y'all are very, that 4th house is like sitting. But I also thought that was like, these houses are also really connected to success and abundance. I could be wrong. But regardless of the fact, you're very intuitive. Y'all see that fucking moon energy? My gosh. Whew. So why are they jealous? Damn. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, you could have people jealous of your, like, how tapped in you are. Yeah. And it seems like very prominent people, okay? People who also have status or are also well known. Like, you trigger, it almost feels like people, like the higher ups, whether they're either older than you or, you know, like when you look at the situation, like, I don't know, they could be a supervisor, you could be, I don't know, there's something like in some way, shape or form, they're ahead of you or older than you or not, I don't know, simply more experienced, but it's like, are they? I don't know. On paper they are, but are they? Honey, y'all got some divine assistance behind you. Goodness gracious. So let me read these cards. Let me get these out the way. Okay. Yeah, I really feel like, okay, for example, like when you're in college, like if you guys were going to college, I feel like you would be a student that would trigger the teacher. Like you would trigger the teacher. And this almost reminds me, there was this lady that was one of the nurses at the facility I was at. And I would openly talk about spirituality and she would try to project her fears onto me. But what I ended up finding out is she always wanted to dive deeper into these specific, you know, just into it, okay? But there was a fear there, you know, there was the fear of like what was placed on her with religion. And it's crazy because those same things that were projected onto her that she probably didn't like that were projected onto her, they became part of her DNA in some type of way. And that came out when she was put in contact with someone who was living in that truth at the age where maybe she was trying to do that, or at the time when she was trying to do that. And in a way, okay, it's so funny because the same things that I feel like people said to her that she didn't like, she said to me. And instead of me internalizing it, I mean, I guess, you know, to some capacity, you know, I'm not perfect, but I was able to rebuttal in a very respectful way. Like I still held it down. Like, yeah, you know, I totally respect, you know, that I get it. This is just me. So y'all just do you, you know, and it's not like I'm gonna do me. I'm a boss ass bitch. It's just your energy speaks for itself. So I just feel like people project a lot onto you. And with that being like a white candle, you know how you could dress up a white candle any type of way. It has that, you know, that plain base, that pure base. Or like a white sheet of paper. You know how white can get dirty or tainted easily, so you have to care for it a certain way. Like, that's the vibes with you, and I think your spiritual team knows it, God knows it, and that is why you have the protection and the covering that you do have. All right, but I also feel like it makes you a target for people's projections, for their paint, if you will. Okay, their nasty paint, or even, you know, sometimes they're positive paint. I don't know, just a lot of projections. So let's start with Hatshepsut, the first Egyptian female pharaoh. You are the queen of your domain, so keep your dignity and wits about you. Remember your royal stature and hold your head held high among the best of them, even if you have to act as if or fake it till you make it. The glass ceiling has no hold over you. Be a trailblazer and go where no man or woman has gone before, literally. So you be... There could, like I said, you know, whoever you are, you can, even if you're a man, very tapped in with that feminine energy, very tapped in with the intuition, very, okay? And that can get you ahead, and it can also make you a target by very competitive masculine energies, okay? Very competitive, ego-driven, I gotta be first, I gotta win, 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 I always win type of energy. And it's just so gentle. Like, you guys are a force, but you're just so gentle. I'm telling you, light as a rock. She's as light as a rock. That's my song. I'm about to listen to that after this. Okay. Let me read the corn. No. Let me go back to this. We're just gonna spend some time together. My bad. I hope you don't mind. So, Hatshepsut. I just wanted to read what she said on here. Gosh, people really, I don't know why people, I don't want to say people, there are some people that can't stand the support you get. Who are these energies that just can't stand and are just negatively pressed about the support that my Power One gets and like the reputation that they have? You see all these people clapping for you? There's so many people clapping for you. Who's this person? Damn, I don't like this, y'all. I don't like that the 7th house keeps coming up for these motherfuckers sending you negative energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. Hidden enemy is giving a snake in the garden, or it could be people in your environment, people that you partner with. I'm not gonna lie, friend. So there could be someone who, and doesn't the 12th house, is that connected to the great grandmother? I'm not gonna lie, friend, and I don't even want to go there. There could be, I don't know, either somebody passed something down to you, and maybe, let's say this is just an example. Let's say a great grandmother passed something down to you, and maybe your mom, it wasn't passed to her. I don't know. There's someone, I feel like they could be in your environment. This could either be like that sibling word keeps coming up. I don't want to keep saying that, but like this could be, it feels like a female. This could be a partner. I'm not gonna lie. It could be a partner. Like a love partner, a relationship, the people that you're in a relationship with. This could even be people that you join a partnership with, because something about your energy always gets drawn on more. So let's say if you and someone who is also very legit, very talented, y'all start a business together, or whatever, people favor you more than them. And then it almost makes them think like, what the fuck? I don't know, like people, I just don't like the energy, because it almost seems like these are people on your team, people that should be, I mean, people that should not be feeling like this. And that's what's just so crazy. It's almost like if you had a best friend who also had a very successful business, but they're looking at the clientele that you got. I don't know, and I don't even know if you have more than them. That's the thing. I feel like this person also has the same things. They could even have more than you, but still be looking at what you have going on. Let me see. Why are they so focused on my pile one? Because some of you guys don't have more than them. Why are they so focused on my pile one? Oh my gosh, your abundance. Is that the 4th house again, friend? Your 4th house energy. And you know, the 4th house does talk about happiness. And look at that expansion with that Jupiter energy. You're blessed. You're just naturally blessed, bro. And you just naturally seem perfect. You're always expanding. You're very knowledgeable. Okay, you got wisdom. Some of you guys have a very supportive father figure. People are very ugh, I'm sorry. I don't want to keep saying people are very, because you guys have a lot of good support here. But with these people that we're talking about, because right now we're talking about the main people that are like envying you. There's something here about your home and your security. Your house, your home, and your security. That fourth house has came up so many times. And it's so funny because I'm pulling on camera right now, but I channeled the fourth house for this group before anything. That's why I did the channeled messages. Oh, that's so crazy. That is nuts. You could have multiple homes. Like I said, you guys could travel a lot, or like whatever you do for work gives you some type of flexibility. You could be a traveling nurse, a traveling something. Or it could even be just how your craft or how you travel over the airways, okay? Because I was getting like that energy of like a very successful writer or someone in the arts or someone, you know, social media, whatever the case may be. You have pull, you got clout, you got, you know, that's that manifestation energy. I don't know. It's something that they try to put a word on. Like even right now, I'm trying to put a word on it. But really, it's very... This is like a gift from God. Like this is like covering. This feels like I'm covered energy, okay? Like this is the people that came before you, plus what's naturally in you, plus the fact that you also don't just sit there and be like, oh, I already got it, so I don't got to do much to like work it. No, like you still humble enough to also continue to learn and be taught. And I don't know, it's just a beautiful energy. It's just a beautiful energy. Damn. So I do have to ask though, because I don't like the fact that that seventh house vibe does keep coming up. Why does that seventh house keep coming up? So what I was gonna say earlier, you see what I'm saying? There's like this vibe here of like, this could even be a boss. There's a boss that you have, and I feel like you've been picking up on the vibes. 1144. They could be jealous. I don't know what they're jealous about though. Why does the seventh house keep coming up for who is like sending these negative projections, this jealousy, this negative press feeling, like, you know, who is this? Or why does the seventh house keep coming up? Let's see. Oh, the Lovers. Look at that. The bottom of the deck is Temperance and then the Queen of Cups. So tell me one more. Why the Lovers? Okay. The King of Pentacles. She got the man. Okay, this is the thing. I feel like you guys are naturally very attractive. You just seem to be the whole package. I know I'm like really just stroking the ego right now. I'm not trying to, but I'm so serious. Like someone here, you have a very successful partner, or your partner could be very supportive. Like you have a good man, Savannah. You have a good woman, Bradley. Okay, like it gives that. Okay, like... And it always feels like you have the better choices. Like it doesn't feel like you ever have bad options to people. Like you just seem like things just work out in your favor. Very blessed energy. You have a lot of soulmates around you. People that are in alignment. And that's what I think it is. Like you just listen when you're told to move. So everything just falls into place. So there's all this aligned ass energy where it's like the people, the places, the friends, the opportunities, the blessings is all just there. It's just all there. Very full energy, full of life, full of like happiness, security, love, a community. Yeah. Yeah. This is very abundant energy. That gold is rich. Rich. But anyway, Corn Maiden, Goddess of Harvest, something wonderful is unearthing for you. The seeds you've planted and nurtured are coming to fruition. That's another thing. Like you plant, you till, you do all of that. And then like you put the work in and like it actually is like remarkable, marvelous. Like you have a good product, you have a good business, you are great. Like for real. Make room in your heart, soul, and schedule for these blessings. It's time to shift from striving to having. Prepare to feast on the all-you-can-eat cornucopia life is laying out before you now. And then you got the honoring path. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't know about y'all, but I can't stand when I get on a reading and it's just all this good stuff. And to the point where, I don't know if that's just like me being pessimistic, but I'm like, this gotta be fake. There's no, like, I need a good balance of like the good and the bad. Like, don't just be blowing smoke. But this pile, you could be thinking I'm blowing smoke up your ass, but I'm really not. Like, this is just the energy. I just heard touch not my anointed. Like, it's the energy. And I also feel like you guys are going to be drawn to another pile. So I think what I'm going to do lastly is, well, not super lastly, I still want to pull on the lovers, because I do think there's an energy of like your partners can become jealous of you because of your success, or just, it could either be because of your success, but also the fact that people gravitate towards you, you know, like if you have an insecure partner, that could make them feel some type of way. You just have really good energy. But yeah, you have to be around people that are very secure in themselves. So let's read this together. Number 52, the trine, the sextile, symbiosis. This is coming back to that network alignment around connections, okay? I was not expecting me to go in like this on this reading. That's craziness. Craziness. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. The trine and the sextile planets promote collaboration by backing one another up. People always want to work with you. They always pick you. Like, I don't know, there's something here. People really resonate with you, and that could bring jealousy amongst other people that also want to be sought out. Or it just, there's something here, friend. Because I'm almost like, it doesn't even feel like this other person is lacking who I'm picking up on. If they just feel greedy, like they can't make room for another bad bitch. It feels like that. This doesn't feel like they're lacking. This feels like they got a lot, and I don't know. Uh-oh. Babe is calling me one moment. Okay. And real quick, this didn't come up in my channel message, but it just came up right now. And anytime things happen during a reading and it's like sticking out to me, because yeah, I had to give like my military information. So someone here, like, you could be in the military, or you could be very successful. You could have recently gotten your degree, and that's put you ahead. Maybe you're going to be an officer, or like something about you joining the military, or even having a military background, like your family. It could have gave you some type of leg up. Maybe you've more traveled than others. You have seen more places than others naturally, just because of how you were brought up, how your parents brought you up. There could be a level of discipline, grit there. But also I was getting like, you could be more successful than a lot of the other people your age because of some of the decisions that you've made in the path that you've taken. Like, you chose to go to college, or you chose to start a trade, or you chose to get a degree, and then, you know, blah, 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 whatever. And someone also, yeah, I keep getting this because my auntie Sharon, that just, her son had a baby. She just wrote me, someone definitely here is a new mom, and people are pressed. They're like, damn, like, I don't know, like, they're pressed about that. Maybe they're like, a lot of people wanting to know what your baby looks like. Anyway, back to this. Trine and sextile planets promote collaboration by backing one another up, cheering one another on, and adding strength and value to their roles. A trine is formed by two planets, 1/3 of the way around the circle from each other, 120 degrees apart. A sextile is half of that, 60 degrees apart. So trine planets operate from the same element, fire, earth, air, or water, and speak that language. Sextile planets relate from the same polarity, but in different modalities, cardinal, fixed, or mutable. They operate like supportive, non-competitive best buddies. And I feel like that's y'all. Like, there's something here, like, you have everything to, like, you have it, but you don't have to boast about it. It's like, I don't know, the way you move, like, if people wasn't doing all this extra shit with y'all, I feel like it would just be a vibe. But you become people's enemy, or like the target, or like, and I'm sorry, I know I'm probably annoying somebody. I'm annoying myself, because I'm really not trying to just gas y'all and, like, you know, like, really rub you down, girl. But I'm so serious. Like, it's all in the energy. It's, I just feel like people be picking with you. It's pissing me off. Now, the action. So this could be a message for you. Just see what comes up to you as I'm reading this. Lean into what is easy and comfortable, and use that comfort to renew, grow, and expand. Look for people who have compatible and complementary ideas or skills to yours. Like, you don't force it. Work with your allies. You have a lot of allies, yes. Gently expand your world through compatible people, collaborative skills, and through doing what you love. Look for a person who holds a missing piece of the project and bring them in. Find those whose work you approve and invest in them. Yeah, I don't feel like y'all be coming from an angle of, I'm trying to compete and be better than you. Like, you be really trying to vibe out, build a community. It just feels like some things get lost in the sauce there with some bad eggs, or just people, they just, I don't know, they end up getting triggered. But I also just feel like you got a lot of allies. Like, you really do have such a supportive community, so I'm not even going to spend so much time on that negative shit. Like, y'all are really the shit. Anyway, it says engage family members and friends who really understand you. And I think that's why life is peaceful. Like, you don't be trying to get shit that is pushing you out. You know, you go with the flow. You just flow with the, like, where you're being called. It says explore what you have in common with the beloved and focus on that rather than on your differences. Yep. Very optimistic energy, very like, I'm going to focus on the positive, but not in a toxic way, just in a very healthy mindset. It says, and build out from there. Wander in a favorite landscape and learn from what you find there. Play your favorite music, but on a new instrument. Bring your attention to where the energy flows easily, where support can be found, where enthusiasm exists, grow organically. Yep, you guys are very organic, very original. When life is hard, a dinner with friends where you can laugh, relax, and let down your guard can be great medicine. What a balm to talk over problems with someone who understands your worldview and to whom you don't need to explain yourself. So that could be why y'all have this packaging on you too. You know, you just been in that energy where you were trying to force it, or like just around people that didn't understand you. And it's, you know, nobody ever wants a yes man. You want people that are gonna like, you know, like that healthy, constructive criticism. Like you want people that love you enough to tell you the truth and stuff, and, you know, hold you accountable. But there's something here about like, you just have really good people, good roots. Like people want your life, bro. Not gonna lie. It says the challenge, the path of least resistance can be both delightful and limiting. Don't get stuck in a comfortable rut, okay? And I think that's why y'all progress, because you could do that. You could get so comfortable in what you already have naturally, or what is just on you because you do have that anointing, that blessing, that shield of protection, but you don't. You go, you know, you work for what you got, and that's why you're blessed, and that's why you're favored, all right? The gift. Lift one another up and grow. Yeah. The comfort or compatible aspects can help us build up the resources needed to do the hard work and face the tough stuff. So keep showing up as you and keep being a blessing to others. Fuck all this other bullshit, bro. You're always going to be blessed because of that. And I feel like y'all know how to push past like that blurb of negativity. So keep just being blessed and being this energy, and keep striving and going after it. Very successful, very abundant energy. Like for real. So yes, pile one, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments. Girl, welcome in here. Okay, so let's not forget, okay, because I keep forgetting as I start channeling. Once I start channeling, I'm going with the wind. Fabulous. Okay, someone definitely is an Aquarius here, but anyway, your name could be Kenya or Kendra. That's not what I came here for though. This is going to be a collab with our good sis Capricorn, Venus, Tarot. Yes, friend. Get in it. Get activated. Get excited, okay? While I'm over here doing what about you gets people pressed, our good sis Capricorn, Venus, Tarot is going to be doing a reading on why are your haters losing sleep over you. Okay, so definitely make sure you tap in on her channel. I will leave all of her information down below in the description. And yes, let's just get back into it. Yes, friend, I'm back. So back to what I was saying. Your name could start with an M or an L. Maybe your last name could start with an M or an L. Someone here could be from New York. You could practice Santeria. Someone also could be from New Jersey. Yes. You could have lived on the street Westwood. Let me see what else I got from this. But back to what I was saying about your shape, bro. This pile is sexy, but it's something very smooth and silky. Like, I think I wrote that down too. There's something very smooth and very silky. The number 12 is very much so coming through. Limited edition. It says that right here. Limited edition 12-ounce spray bottle for the body, mind, and the soul. Ooh. Friend, not that 18 plus energy coming in. Okay, so whoever you recently had sex with, friend, pressed. Pressed. I just heard the uchiya. Yeah, it smells like water. I don't know. People are very like obsessed with your scent. You could make some type of scents. Either you're always smelling good, or you always have a, like, maybe you have a signature smell. Oh, the color yellow. I do remember this. When I was looking at the ingredients, there was something here about the yellow and the color number 5. So a lot of 5th house energy, a lot of Leo energy as well. Like, you could be very confident just in who you are, or that's how people see you. Very unique style, but it fits you. Like, it's dope. Like, it's not unique where you're like, oh, you know, it's unique, but it's ugly. No, like, it's dope universally. Like, you have a very authentic presence. You could also have a slick mouth. You could tell people off and them not even know. Like, it could be literally like that mist. It's just a mist. It's very quick. You might not even know you just got like a tongue lashing from you unless you really pay attention. So you could also be very smart. You could have a prominent Mercury placement or a prominent Gemini placement. Sharp tongue. But it feels necessary. So like when you say things, it's necessary. Like you could be very knowledgeable, but when you say it, it's necessary. It's the truth. It brings change, all right? It brings life. That number 12. Ooh, that's another thing. You know how to call it out. And that's what I meant to tell Power One. They got to start calling out that negative energy. But y'all call it out, okay? Your presence calls out the bullshit. When you walk into a room, the roaches scatter. Like literally, you might notice certain people leave, or you might notice that your presence can like real negative, lower vibrational energies. Like I remember this one time I walked into one of the ritual stores, and it was like a spiritual shop, and the one lady, like, she couldn't even look at me, but I could already tell, like, I don't know, her energy was kind of like, those that know, like, so you could also be very tapped in spiritually, multiple ways, multiple angles, okay? Like you trigger lower vibrational energies to have to scatter, okay? They just can't be around you. So there's something about your presence, you neutralize the energy and you come in as a force, okay? Like a lot of the water element coming in, so you can come in like a peaceful stream, a nice little calm river, or you could like really amp this shit up and become a tsunami. It's like all about what you want to do with it. It's like all about what type of time you're on, okay? Because yeah, when I think of Florida water, like you could set the space with positive intentions, or you could banish negative energy, or you could neutralize. So there's a multifaceted type of element to you. But I also just think like whatever you do, like your presence, how you speak, like anything that comes with your presence, you showing up, your energy, like people love when you come, okay? Like I feel like there's a vibe of like at work, people could probably miss you. Like you could be that one that brings good energy. Like you just bring good energy. Like I feel like the only people that you really start triggering is the demons that be on people. Like, I don't know. There's a natural, like I'm telling you, like you guys might have some crazy experiences where people have like really tried you randomly. Like you weren't doing shit. You just walked into the room and it was a problem. It was just like how you talked or how you represented yourself, or people could look down on you because of whatever your heritage is, but it's like you always exceed the expectation. Like yeah, like you could trigger a lot of racist people, not gonna lie, okay? But there's something here, like you might have these like real weird experiences. You could have a prominent Scorpio placement. I'm trying to think of where it would be, because there's something here about these experiences that you have that are just so fucking crazy, and like I don't know, like it just feels like you trigger, like you really could trigger somebody, and you're like, what the fuck? And I keep seeing a man, okay? I keep seeing a man. So yeah, there's something here about you trigger men. This could hold some femme fatale energy, but it feels gentle, it feels clean. It's not like you're trying to be a bitch. It's not even like that. It's just, this is the truth. This is what's gonna reset the energy. So you like, if someone was getting away with something in an environment, once you come in, instant, it's like an instant reset, instant karma, instant balance, instant rearrangel. Not rearrangel. So you could be a little bit of an earth angel, okay? What is a rearrangel though, P? So anyway, let me get your channeled messages, because this is the channeled message portion of the reading. Okay, so I think the color that I had chose for this group, let me see, was it green? Was it green? No, it wasn't. It was yellow. Yes, it was yellow. So someone here could be really connected to Oshun, but also I was getting Lakshmi energy. I'm getting a lot of Venus. Like this group gave me Venus vibes. Like, I don't know, very beautiful, elegant, sexy, Aphrodite. I don't know, like I was getting that. Okay, so these are your channel messages. This is the color that I decided to use. So yellow, that's y'all, okay? What does yellow make you think of, okay? I also heard like gold royalty, right? So we have Florida. So you could be from Florida, or you could currently live in Florida, have ties to Florida. You could live by water. You could have to spend a lot of time in the water. Some of y'all might really think you low-key connected to mermaids, because I just got this whole visual of Haiti, just a whole thing. Anyway, aesthetics, like you could be very into a certain aesthetic, very aesthetically pleasing. Someone here has a pair of golds in their mouth. Like you could wear golds, or you could have like a gold, somebody could have a prominent gold piercing. Like I was getting like a smiley ring, but I was also getting like a gold tooth or gold teeth. Like I was getting that type of energy. Like you could literally have a gold tooth or gold teeth. Someone could be from Missouri as well. You could have a prominent Venus placement, or your rising sign could be Venus. Someone could be Colombian. You could also be from Columbus. Like I said, your cologne, like people love how you smell. Or if you make some type of scents or some type of candles, people are pressed about it. Like I keep thinking about that lady on TikTok who makes those wax melts and they almost look like real ass food. Like, damn girl, that's crazy. So very talented group as well. And I put doesn't take much. So I don't think y'all take a lot of shit, but I also feel like you don't have to do much. Your energy is the cleanser. It gets rid of it takes out the trash naturally. Like pay attention to how people scatter, or just certain environments that you go in, like over a period of time, like how shit starts to weed itself out. I don't know, there's something like that here. Okay, so you're a neutralizer for bad energy. People are pressed for your presence. Yes, limited edition. Yes. Okay, so you have hidden enemies over second house. So anything revolving around the second house, which I feel like for you could be like how you present yourself, what you own, okay, how you grew up. Somebody here went to a very prestigious school, or you could have gotten a real good scholarship when you were younger, or you were just really smart. But there's like luxury vibes here. Like you could be really into the arts. You could have really good taste. You could have a nice singing voice. You could have, like, you could just be naturally beautiful. You could know how to cook. Yeah. Yes, and then the 7th house even came out for y'all. Okay, so I put unique body. You could have a sexy body or look. This group, you could play different roles, very adaptable. That could be in how you dress. That could be how you show up. Someone could be non-binary here, but I was just getting like there's a very multifaceted. This almost gives me that one pile of the homunculus. Do y'all remember that reading I did of like, what's the T on you? And it was like the Jungian. I can't even think. I don't know if it's Jungian or the Jungian. I don't know. So someone here could be, they could have a background in psychology. Oh yes, here it is. There's something, okay. This is the group. There is something about your spirit, like you could have, because I feel the maturity, I feel the wisdom. Y'all are not like you're not just no little, like you're not new to this, okay? But you have a very young spirit, okay? Because I remember, if you're familiar with this deck, and I'm not going to read those cards because this is just a channeled message. The card that came up for you guys was the Eternal Child. So there's a very vibrant, youthful energy. You could also look young. That be having people press your skin routine, your skin regimen, your skin products, or how your skin looks. People are pressed, especially for your age or for what you've been through. Like there's something very smooth. I also heard the word silky, okay? So like I said, okay, Eternal Child, yes. And then at the top of the deck was the King, and at the bottom of the deck was the Mentor. You see what I'm saying? To have the Eternal Child be what comes out, but that back of the deck, top of the deck energy is such that prominent, like well-established mentor energy, the King energy. So there's also a very humble, you guys give me trickster vibes. There's something very mercurial about this group. You could be a jokester, you could be funny, but it's like how you present yourself. People can sometimes take it wrong and think that you're just goofy or they shouldn't take you serious, but you're the last person to not take serious, okay? Like very, very smart, very quick on your feet, very fast too. Oh, I would hate to get into an argument with you. And it doesn't even feel like you could take jabs at people. Like you could be a troller, like you naturally troll people. I don't know. But I put open enemies. Yeah. So I'm telling you, it's very blatant. Like when you walk into a room, I feel like people naturally have to show themselves to you. People will show you how to. Like people will show you if they're an enemy. Because there's something here about the people that are enemies, they present themselves. These are like open enemies. And I feel like people, where you have a lot of enemies, is also in that 7th house or surrounding your 7th house. Like you could be married, or a lot of people envy your partner. It could also be destined that you are going to have a very abundant, rich partner. The people that you date, the people that like you, you could be dating someone regular schmegular, but I don't know, have someone successful and wanted by everyone in the universe that's in your DMs. But yet you're like, yawn. Like there's something very, like you do what you want. Like you don't follow the crowd. It's very different. But people want the attention that you get. I am picking up on, there is a strong jealousy about you being connected to very famous or people who have clout. Or like maybe, I don't know, because I'm seeing basketball players, like real successful basketball players. They could like you, like y'all get attention. Like this don't got nothing to do with these other people. Why? That's where the hate be coming from. Like you have endorsements. This was that group. Endorsements, brand deals. I was just talking about this in Power One. So y'all might be drawn to Power One because their energy was snatching at your energy. Like brand deals, endorsements, the people that work with you. It's like when people find out the depth that you have, like you could be underestimated or like written off as, I don't know, like childish. But then when they find out your credentials, it's like, yeah, bitch, sit your ass up straight when I walk up in the room. I'm not gonna lie, I do get some spice off of this group, okay? Yes. So foreign land connections. So yeah, y'all could have clientele like in the US, but also outside of the US. Like people could know you globally. I just heard I'm worldwide, bitches. Yeah. You could also be bilingual. Yeah, I put foreign land connections, hereditary or other. How you express yourself sexually, I do feel like you have people pressed in that area. It's like in an audacity way. So some of you guys, you could be a sex worker, or you could put your body out there, or you could just show off your body. That has people pressed. Like I was telling Power One, that pressed energy can come with admiration, but it can also come with envy. Like there could be people thinking that you should cover up more, and you're like, nah, I'm good. Like it's something here, like you go against what society says to do. Or there could be women who want to be more sexually liberated, or they're more prude, that kind of sends you negative glares. And I don't know if it's because of envy. It could somewhat be that, but it could also be the fact that you, like, there's something, you still have a modest way about you though, but it doesn't seem tacky. Like your energy is not tacky at all. It's just like you do what you want. Like you're sexually liberated, or you freely express yourself, or maybe, like I said, you have no problem with pole dancing, or there's something here about sexual expression and not feeling shame about that. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this was another thing. People are pressed about who you're committed to or your commitments. Those of you that are in a marriage or you have a relationship, people are pressed about, and I also feel like very envious of the connection that you have with your partner. You're also very loyal to your friends. So you have someone shocked, I think, at how loyal you truly are to your friends. Like you don't play and they don't play about you. You are a balanced leader, okay? You have a perfect flow. It's so funny because all of these messages were coming out in Power One, but these were your original messages. So yeah, balanced leader, perfect flow. Like if you gotta get into like a more stern, like there's just a balance to you. Like you're not mean. It's just very, what's the word? It starts with an R. It's like giving me like a Renaissance vibe. I'm also getting like magician energy, like mastery of different social groups, different ways to interact. Mastering like chameleon energy, but it's not fake. It's just, you just have many talents. I don't know. Something like that here. We also have magnetism. Yeah, very majestic magnetism. Someone here could be a surrogate, or you could have had a surrogate that has people pressed. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I almost feel like there's a group of people here. Let me see really quick who this group of people is. who is this group of period? These group of people coming in that I feel like are judging my pile too. 8th house. Of course it is. Okay. So, AKA, so, yeah, because I am picking up, so there could be a group of women. It does feel very gossipy, and it does feel very womany. I'm not gonna lie. I keep seeing a group of women. They could be, you guys aren't telling me who they are though, because this feels like someone who is very straight and narrow. Like, they would be hardcore, and I'm not trying to be rude when I say this, but this person could be hardcore religious. The word Mormon also came through. They could be hardcore Christian, okay? There's like this judgmental vibe. Like, and I'm not saying that all Christians are like that. I'm not trying to go there with it. I'm just talking about this specific group. It almost feels like a group of women who share some type of common interest, but they're very judgmental of other women who might show skin or sexually liberate themselves or speak out of turn. The fact that I even said that, these could be women who are more submissive, but I don't know. You're not like them. That's all I want to say. Because I feel like the more I describe this, the more I'm going to probably offend somebody. I don't know. Like, there's a group. They almost feel, and it's not prude. It feels, I'm not going to lie, yo. They do be talking behind your back. And I do feel like it would have been a group that smeared your name. Because for that come through, this would have been like betrayal, embarrassment. There's something about how you express yourself sexually. They have an issue with that. But I feel like it's funny. Some of them do it behind closed doors. They're just not open about it. So maybe you're open with your sexuality. I don't know. You do you there. You're going to date who you want. You're going to marry who you want. You're going to express yourself. If you want to swing from a pole and let people see it, you're going to do it. If you want to show your stomach one day and, I don't know, do something else another day, you could do it. And there's another thing here. There's something about what you do. This group of people, what they're telling me is like, you shouldn't be doing both of those at the same time. Like, we don't understand how you could be doing this and that at the same time. That is an abomination. And the fact that they're talking like that lets me know that there's some weird vibes there. I don't know if it's tied to religious or like to some type of strict upbringing or like a strict, I'm getting strict rules, strict doctrine. I don't know. Like, you could have went to school with these people. Very closed and sheltered type of energy. Okay, out the fuck of that, okay? Ooh, I was getting lost in there. I felt suffocated, okay? And I just thought of like, what is that movie about leaving? Is it called Leaving Amish? Someone here could have like left a group. Like, you could have branched out and left a group. Some of you guys might have even left a cult. I don't know. There's something, it seems like an organized group. And you left. And these people are from that group. And they're like indoctrinated in that group. Yeah, that's the best way I could describe that. Yeah. Okay. They be the ones talking shit. Anyway. Yeah, shows off body. Enemy. Oh, yes. This is another group. Enemies in sports. Someone here, at some point in life, you could have been very envied for how you maneuver in sports, or you could be very athletic. That was another thing. There's something about you that's like the fountain of youth. Like, you could be like, for your age, whatever age you are, people are very surprised that you still have good knees or that you're still able to keep up with the youngins. Like, it keeps coming through like that. Like, you have real young, fresh energy. Like, maybe you keep up with the lingo, but it doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel cringy. You could be in good shape. Someone here could be a physical trainer. Yeah, like, you look good. Like, I don't know. You could eat healthy. You could have some type of business cater to health. Second born child. Why did I write that? Oh, yeah. You could be the second born child. Yes, this is the group. You are the kidney. There's something about you that has, like, the kidney keeps coming through. So, like, you have properties just like a kidney. Okay, that came through in my meditation. The kidney. All right. Properties, purifies and filters out liquids. Okay. I'm also thinking of a lot of red energy. I don't know why that just came to me. Blood sacrifice. I didn't want to say it like that, but somebody here, you could do sacrifices with animals. But I was also getting like the blood of Jesus. Like, there's something about very purification through, I don't know, like, you guys could have went through a lot, because now I'm getting a warrior type of energy. Because then I start thinking about and I'm not very well versed in this, but Oya, I don't know, like I'm starting to get that. And then I started thinking about Ogun. There's like this warrior-esque. So, but it's very clean. It's very clear. It's not, I'm not getting a bunch of rage with this group. It only comes out when it's necessary. Now I'm getting like Moana and like, what's her name? Tafiti? Like there was like those two, that duality. I don't know, like there's a duality here, okay? Y'all can take it there if you need to, but there's something so pure still about your energy. Kind of like Power One, but so different. Because you're not locked up. I don't know, but you are very exclusive with your energy. Y'all could have been, I don't know, let me not go there. Because yeah, there might definitely be some messages in Power One for you. So anyway, I have, this saying, but I have a praying grandmother. Yeah, y'all grandma, woo, that lady passed on some gifts. Very blessed lineage, okay? The women in your family, very psychic. So we have brand deals, partnerships. You could have a spiritual business. You could be a fitness instructor, career advancements. So people are pressed about your career advancements and how you've progressed in career. And I also feel like you have connections. Y'all have connections. Like people want to work with you. Close relationship to grandmother. I also was getting luxury vibes, like silk pajamas, but also someone could resonate, and I don't really know like the whole in and outs, but you know how they have the crunchy mom or a silky mom? Some of you guys might resonate with being a silky mom. I really don't know what that means, but it came to me in meditation. I also got flawless skin. Like your skin is like butter. And I'm thinking of Doja, pretty place plastic. It's giving Kardashian. There's something very like porcelain about your skin, or you just have really clear, flawless skin. You could also be a makeup artist. Wasn't getting that predominantly, but it did just come through. Or you could be an esthetician. You could have an extensive skin routine. If you post videos of your routine, like, I don't know, people are pressed about your skin. Like, you have really good skin. I don't think you notice how, like, clear your skin is. Like, you have really good skin, okay? It keeps coming up, like, they're obsessed, okay? Like, people might compliment you on your skin. And it's not just your face skin. It could be, like, your back. Yeah. It's getting weird, though. Like, people be really honed in on your skin. And when I think of skin, it's like that barrier, that protective layer. And there's all these different layers, you know? Like, because you're so open, people might think that they could try you, or like you're not as protected as you are, but you are, okay? There's something about y'all that I feel like gets underestimated in like a childlike way. Like, it was like taking candy from a baby, but they could, like, I feel like people that are tapped in, they would know that that type of way, going about you that way is like the worst thing that someone could do. Like, you're just, no, like you're reading them so wrong. Okay, let me see what else I wrote. Yeah, you got your gifts from your grandmother, very creative. You can have a very attractive partner. And like the partners that want you, people, you attract attractive people. That does have people in a chokehold, okay? I do feel like there are some people pressed. Maybe even like that comes up, like, can you believe that he is dating her? Could you believe that, man, she want that nigga, but what about, man, that nigga don't got what I got. I don't, just some hating ass energy. Just hating ass energy. Like, bye. Like, you be having the guys in a chokehold. Like, you could be a man, and there could even be, like, you bring out the gossip and energy in masculine men. Like, I feel that, okay? Like, there's, like, chatter around this group. Who's chattering the most about pile 2? The 12th house. Them bitch-ass hidden enemies. Yeah. Some of you guys, you work at a doctor's office. There could be a little group of people that you be feeling like, you know who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna lie, I did just get this. Someone here could speak a different language. And it could be like 2 or 3 of them, or a little group. Yep. Called them out. Where are most of your hidden enemies? Let's see. In the 12th house. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is another group. Okay. This is another group that's the whole package. But there's something about how you carry yourself. But there's a level of how you defend yourself. You have major spiritual protection, but it's very, there's something very sneaky about your energy. And I also feel like you are naturally tapped in. So tapped in, almost too tapped in. I don't even think you realize how tapped in you are because it's so effortless. And people could really envy your spiritual gifts or your spiritual connections. I'm telling you, there's a connection to the other realm, but it doesn't, you know, I felt all of this in pile 1, but for some reason yours doesn't feel so loud. And like, I have to like really tell y'all, it feels like you just already know. There's something just, it's just here, like it's just here. And then also that number 12 is here as well. The 12th house. Someone here could be a Pisces rising. Gosh. Because now I'm getting pile 3's energy. I feel like y'all can see through illusion. And you also pop people's delusions. You say what needs to be said. Somebody had to say it. It's giving that pile 2. Let me keep going now. Because there's so much coming down. Because now I'm about to have to go look into that 12th house. Brand deals, endorsements, preservation of youth. Yeah, you look good. You got people, like other people your age might not look as good as you. Like when you go back to high school, like you still look young. Some of you guys, you're aging backwards and you don't even know. Okay, so you look youthful, younger than real age. Like you look younger than your real age. Keep up physically with younger generation. You go beyond what others say is possible. Yeah, you guys go beyond what others say is possible. Like there's no limit. And there's a knowing about that. You're just different. And you're unapologetically you in a spicy way. Naturally popular, perhaps even famous. You could have an addictive personality, or a lot of people can even become addicted to you. I do feel like y'all can struggle with addictions, this group. And you could have had a near-death experience at the age of 27. Damn. Real quick though. What it is though. Actually, yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do now is I am going to start pulling y'all cards so that we can really get into it. So let me go see what tarot deck I want to use, what oracles I want to use that will complete the channeled message portion. And yeah, we're just gonna tap in. Okay, so let me know if it resonated down below, and I'll see you in the next portion of the reading. Okay, so pile 2. I'm just gonna put you back there a little bit. So give me 1 second. You know what's crazy? And it's so much so that it's overwhelming me. Your reading, I really feel like somebody's gonna be drawn to all these piles. I don't know, but there's something so the same or so similar to you in pile 1, but so different. Okay. There's something about you that packs a punch. And when I think of pile 1, I think of white candle, obviously. For you guys, I think of like a white and a red candle. Then that yellow energy, just vibe with me because it's so overwhelming, okay? You could just be an old soul, or like there's something very ancient, very, because now it's bleeding into pile 3, because pile 3 gave me alien vibes. But there's something very galactic, but ancient, old wisdom. And the fact that I had to pop out the hematite, had to pop the hemi out, I also got the rhodonite. I'm picking up on like, whew, there's a deep, it's so deep, yo. I'm just trying to see how to put it into words, okay? Because it's very profound. This group has very much so cleared some type of karma, related to, it could even be, it might be specifically related to love, but there's something here like, let me just show y'all these cards because I gotta like breathe into this energy. So first of all, 4. Let's start up here. Let me move this over because it's getting thick. It's getting thick, but it's so clear, but it's just, it's getting thick. Why did I almost just forget what I was about to say? Hold on. Oh my gosh. You know what's so funny? There's something, that's what I was about to say. Why am I getting, what is that damn movie where they do the flashlight and they go tsk, and then like people forget shit? You know, with Will Smith? Oh my gosh, what movie is that? I feel like y'all have that effect on people. There's like this change, and I don't want to use the same words of alchemy, but it's giving, like, you could have a prominent Pluto placement maybe in your 12th house. I don't know, but there is something here. It's like you do. I keep hearing like you're taking a like chink, forget everything. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me describe this in multiple ways. So there's something very alienish about you, or very different, or very like cleansing. Because I mean, technically you can kind of see that. Why is it that I can't? Is it FBI? Why can't I fucking think of that movie? Anyway, there's something here, and then like even when I think of the Florida water, it's like boom, erase everything that you used to know, erase it. Why do I feel like there's something about you that connects people back to who they are? Okay, but it can be so jarring and so scary. Could you imagine if this alien-esque figure came to you and was like this, like over your third eye, and then boom, you just trans-fucking-formed? Okay, like there's something like that here. You could also be a therapist. Someone here could be a therapist, or you could be a spiritual advisor, a tarot reader. You could be into astrology. Very tapped in to the spiritual realm. Okay, you could work in a hospital, in the medical field. Someone here could also work in a jail cell, or you could have went to jail. I'm just seeing these real deep, profound experiences, trials and tribulations, and there's a way that y'all could transfer that or use that to almost transmute somebody, like in their whole entirety. Like I'm seeing you transmute them. I'm seeing you neutralize them. I'm seeing you show them who they are. I'm literally seeing like a visual of like, and I just see 444, of like a projector coming from your hand. Let's say my hand was an eyeball in between in here. I know I got big hands. And then like it projects some type of light. I don't know. It's crazy. And from there, I can allow people to see what it is that they need to see about themselves through my lens. So I don't know, you could be a very good storyteller. There's something so big about this group, but it's otherworldly. And it's just so funny because every time I'm in a group, I think, I'm like, why am I describing the next group? Because I thought this energy would be in pile 3. And I thought pile 1's energy was strictly in y'all pile. But there's a connection here, okay? Anyway, this is very ET-ish. But it's not you, it's like the knowledge. And I'm also getting spiders could be very important for you, like spiders. Something about steampunk, the steampunk deck, trailblazer energy. Gosh, you guys keep going. This is giving real big, deep, like scorpionic energy. I'm also getting some Anubis energy. And then I'm getting Kali Ma. And then with this being associated, because you know the 7th house was one of the main energies that came out for y'all, and we have it here with this Venus. We have, you know, the planetary energy there. But anyway, it's this vibe of like, because with the 7th house and with that being a common house and that being associated with like willpower, and then me also being drawn to that yellow, there's something that's very breakthrough, willpower-esque, desires. Like what you desire, you go after. What you said you were gonna do, you're gonna do it. Like there's something very unstoppable. Like you see that train right there? And what's the word? Transportation. So again, people could be pressed about where you're, like you could be well traveled, or you could be able to travel for work, business. You could have like a certain free energy, you could have connections, but also I feel like you just Like, could you imagine being in front of a train? It takes so much power and energy. And I'm also getting a lot of electricity, which is why this is taking me to pile 3. Because when I think of pile 3, I think of metal, a connection to electricity, the air element, copper. So, and when I think of copper, I think of that natural, like, protective, like there's something very protective about you. Just also protected, but you're like a master of, it's like who you are when you're not protected and who you are when you are protected. Like, it's like you've mastered both of those. Like, there's something here about mastery, self mastery. But it's crazy because I think there's like a certain depth here that I cannot put my finger on. And I think that is what has people pressed about you. That's one of the things, but I got to get to that love life. You see this love life right here? I'm telling y'all, it goes back to the channeled messages. This could simply be who you date, the relationships that you attract, how your love life is, like whether you're single or whether you're in a relationship. It's just how your love life is. Like, even if you're single, it's like who you date, who you're able to pull in, who you're able to attract, to manifest. Like, whatever you desire, you get it. People notice that. You also have a beautiful heart. It's funny though, because your energy came off so like it had an edge to it. So there's something about y'all that has an edge. You could be an air sign, but there's such a nurturing quality here. It just gives me that white candle with that red candle. There's like an umph here, a warrior spirit, but like a cleansing nature. I don't know, it's a lot. Fiery essence, but calm. But with that love life, girl, I gotta be honest. I do feel like, and that's what we're gonna use the tarot for, I do feel like there are past lovers, because you see that unrequited love and the lessons and blessings. I do feel like there are past lovers that are very much so coming up as the ones that are pressed. Okay, or they are pressed, and I do feel like they are pressed about your love life. We'll see what else it is. I'm gonna see with the tarot, because it doesn't just have to be your love life. It could be how you're moving. Also, friend, there's something very, I keep saying it, like you're like the Florida water. Like, you are the Florida water. Like, I just keep seeing you come across people and then you spray them and instantly they're washed away, or like they're faced with reality of what has to change, what needs to go, what has to be sacrificed, what needs to be embraced. You could provide, like I said, very profound advice or some type of service, but it unlocks something. It's like ancient. It's very ancient, bro. I can't put my finger on it, and it doesn't feel like it's from here. Like, oh my gosh. So bear with me. And when I look at that persecution and inquisition, this is what I'm talking about. I brought this up, I do believe, in the channeled messages. See, you guys, because I asked, why are people pressed? Love life, transportation. And I said, who is pressed? You have persecution and inquisition. Then you have angels. There could have been some type of religious group. We have lessons and blessings and unrequited love. Okay. This is top of the deck, bottom of the deck energy. So what I get from this, there's a multitude of people that I feel like are pressed. They could be looking at it from a different angle. But first of all, I saw this in the freaking channeled message. There was a group there. I'm sorry, I'm just flanging this little finger around. There was a group I was picking up on in the channeled message, and they were like, they had all this 8th house energy. And then I thought of the 12th house of, like, I don't know, there could have been like a smear campaign from like some type of cult-like group, okay, or organization. And I kept bringing this up. So some of you guys, like I said, the people that persecuted you, that like, it feels like cashed you out. I'm also seeing like, I'm seeing a lot of injustice here. It's really deep though. So there could be some deep betrayal here. Like, y'all went through some deep ass shit. I'm not gonna lie though. There's also someone here, friend, I feel like you've been to jail before. Someone here has been to jail before. Okay, or you could have a history in jail. But I'm telling you, I bet you when you came out of jail, you were transformed. I'm seeing like you be baptized. And I know you're probably like, what the fuck? But it just feels like there has been a life-changing event that has occurred. And it could have been multiple. And now since that's happened, You've just been made new. You've been like rebirthed, and now you have the gift of rebirthing others. Like, I don't know how else to explain this. Like, this is the best way I could describe this energy. And that's why you have people pressed. But these are the people that you have pressed. Let me see who they are. Lessons and blessings. Like, you are karma. Like, there's something about you that's very like karma-esque. It comes in, like I said, it could be a stream or it could be like a tsunami. But then I also saw like an earthquake. So there's also like a natural mastery of the elements. And it gives me, again, that magician energy. You know who else I just thought of? Aang from Avatar. And then you know who else I just thought of? Let me go to my phone. Somebody could be into, and I don't know if I'm saying it right, manga or manga books, because I was like, fire alchemy. Because what I was seeing in meditation was like someone doing like yoga, and they're doing like and then like there's all this fire over them, but the fire goes like, it's heat, but then it also takes on the white look, like it's white, you know. And then of course that made me think of transmutation, alchemy. So when you're thrown in the fire, like I feel like you guys also throw yourself in the fire, because there's a level of you, especially with this Saturn, like you're ready for a challenge. Like you're always perfecting yourself. You're not scared to face the shadow aspects of yourself and grow from that. You love a good challenge. You don't like to stay stagnant. Like you see this higher self. So down here, I know I'm jumping ahead. The main card that came out for you was the higher self. Bottom of the deck energy was the conflict. Top of the deck was the fear. All right. And then with this, my zodiac deck, your main card was really Saturn, but Venus was behind it. I was only trying to take one card. So Saturn and Venus came out, which I'm not surprised at the Venus. All right. But then the South Node is at the bottom of the deck. So how I'm looking at this is South Node, bottom of the deck, top of the deck is this Venus energy. And then we're also going to talk about the goddesses that came out, because of course Lilith came out. Lilith, the Spider Woman, and Dana. So this is my, I'm telling you now, I'm getting Aquarius vibes, Scorpionic, misunderstood, rule breaker, enigma, revolutionary, rebellious type of group, okay? But it's funny because you're very much so rooted in fairness, equality, in peace. And if someone is going against the natural law, and I also feel like they're going against those specific like feelings, you're gonna say something. There's like something here about like you'll go against the man, like you'll go against the whole entity, like you rebuke, okay? Like there's a rebuking type of like energy here, like warding off negative energy. Like I feel like God will place you, I know this is kind of like, it's weird how I'm wording it because I know you know the topic, but I feel like God will literally place you in places to be like a earth shattering, like for you like to shatter it, like almost like a tower, but it's bigger than that. This is bigger than a tower moment. Like, and it's deeper and more profound and more like, I don't know. I almost want to say more spiritual, but like it is something like very internal, cellular. I don't know. This is a deep ass group. But it's so funny because y'all give me trickster energy or like full energy. So you could somewhat kind of be a mirror to people. And when they look at you, they I don't know, people could project stuff onto you like how they did Pile 1. But there's a level of it can never, like it just bounces off. And this could be very heavy for someone. You know what I mean? Like you are the mirror. Like they see themselves and from there they see everything. That's crazy. But I'm also seeing someone go up against somebody. Like they stand up for a cause. They have like a specific moral code. They don't care if they gotta stand alone. They're gonna go after it. They're gonna put like I'm getting frontline energy. Like I'm in the front line. Okay? And then your karma. So when people mess with you, like it comes back. I feel like God don't play with you, but God also don't play about you. Like, so you are the lesson, you are the blessing. So I do feel, and we all have, you know, karma, but I really feel like there's something, like I feel like you're used in a way to bring some type of karmic shift. This is very like,
outside of my little comfort zone right now, because I almost feel like I'm tapping into something that, like some type of knowledge that's like it just feels otherworldly, bro. The way it's coming through in my mind is so hard to articulate. You are karma. And look at that unrequited love. Dang. Whoever you ended with, and it's so funny because I remember pulling that in the channel message about the 12th house. There's something here. You do have people pressed about how you end things. Like when you're done, you're done. Yeah. It's like final. Like it's earth shattering. It's so different. Like there's this duality to you. And there could be people that couldn't, like, I don't know, they just weren't, like y'all couldn't get it off the ground for whatever reason, whether it was their fault, your fault. They're regretting that. And I feel like there's a level of being pressed, especially if you're already in another relationship, and how you're moving on. There's something about how you move on and how you keep making new experiences. It's like, I feel like you guys are the ones that make people wonder, like, damn, did you even ever give a fuck? Like, does anything affect you? And it's so funny, but it's because Pile 1 also gave that like perfect energy, and y'all give perfect energy, but it's like, there's something very combative about this group. I just don't know what it is. It's like, try me if you want to. It's spicier. Like, it's just spicy. Yeah, then I'm like getting like red chili pepper type. Someone also could be Haitian here. Haitian and Puerto Rican. Damn. Let me see where I want to go from here. Okay, so first of all, which exes, let's see, or past lovers, this unrequited love, like who falls in this unrequited love category that is very pressed about my Pile 2? Oh, we have a Capricorn. Okay. Some of you guys, this was a love interest that they could have been, like I feel heavy Capricorn, but you could have worked with this love interest, okay? So this was like a love little rendezvous affair thing going on here. Yeah, so let's see, let's do 2 more. We got a Virgo. Why does it feel like a lot of the people that I'm picking up on you worked with, or like they were a part of, like, I don't know, did you live with them? Maybe this is like a college situation I'm picking up on, because it's almost like y'all share a specific environment, so you might see them a lot more frequent. But we had a Virgo, and who else? Is that a Libra? Oh no, a Cancer. Okay, a Cancer. And look at that, that's so funny, the 4th house, home. So you could have shared a home with this person, or there's like a shared location in which you've met these individuals. I don't know why this just came to me. Like, you could have been in the military, and like these are multiple people that you met in the military, I don't know, or college. And then look at that, angels. I keep coming back to this. See, y'all might have been demonized low-key, because I'm seeing this even with this higher self. Your higher self card is the card that came out on why you have people pressed. Back of the deck energy is conflict and fear. So either you had a checkered past and people expect you, I don't know, there's like a, I just can't put my finger on it, because I'm like, why are they seeing you like this? Or why are you associated with this energy when you have such a good heart? Like, you have such, I feel like you just call out the bullshit. That's the thing, you call shit out and people can't take it. That's why you got people pressed. Let me see, who did you recently have to call out, or who's been called out by you that just like they have been pressed ever since? Like, and I feel like people also project on this group, and I feel like this group is misunderstood. I do feel like you guys have been painted as the bad guy. It's like when you're probably like the standout. Like, you'll say it. There's just something about you. You'll say it. Like, you'll say it. You'll speak up. You'll go up against everybody. And I don't know. There's something here. Oof. Anyway, so let's see. Damn, I forgot my question. I'm sorry, I'm looking at this card. Give me a second. Damn, you be telling people the hard truth. There's something very like Queen of Swords-y about this group, King of Swords. But also so, it's just so pure though. It's so pure. So So let's see. Who is this person that feels like pile 2 just told them, like, like shattered their earth underneath their feet, like told them about themselves? Like, who is this person that is still pressed about what pile 2 said to them? We have, okay, y'all could have told somebody, look at this earth energy. There's an earth energy here, an earth sign, okay? Heavy on the earth sign. You could have told this person about themselves. Like, this could be a, I meant to finish that. You could have told this person about themselves at work. Like, this could be someone that you worked with. It's almost like, I'm also picking up on like a very arrogant energy. Like, there could have been someone that was very flashy, or maybe they look down on you. It's almost like you bring a lesson. There's a lesson here. What was the lesson? Look at that. Again, the second house coming up again. It came up as Taurus first, but now it's coming up as a second house. And then you have that Sagittarius energy. So this is giving me, like, you could be constantly judged. Like, there's a, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't count people out. Pile 2 is the reason why you should never count people out. Pile 2 is why you should watch how you treat people, okay? Like, pile 2 is something like why you should never... Pile 2 is an example on why you should never follow the crowd and why you should always be an individual, or why you should get to know somebody for yourself. I would not be surprised if whenever y'all watch my then versus now, whenever I decide to upload that, it'll probably be after this. I don't know though, it could be before, I don't know. I'm gonna be posting a how has their perspective changed then versus now reading. I just feel like I know what groups y'all would be drawn to. I genuinely do. I genuinely do. And if it happens to be pile 2 and pile 3, please let me know. There's something here about that second house that keeps following you guys. You made a way for yourself. You know how to. You always conquering your fears. You don't shy away from conflict, and your heart is still pure. You probably have been through so much shit, and people have probably done a lot of unjust shit to you. Like, regarding it could be some deep shit, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. With that persecution and inquisition, someone could have been wrongly accused of something. You could have been, like I said, casted out. A religious group could have casted you out. Because I'm almost seeing like other people that think they're so perfect and high and mighty. There's like a judgment or a way of treating you, and then there's like this Uno reverse where they end up getting some type of lesson. It's giving me the story of Isis. Okay, there's something going on here. I just don't know. It's a lot coming down. Woo. All right, who else is this person? It was someone else that was coming through. Not them trying to hide. Who else was this person? Okay, some of you guys, you healed. It could have been a mother or a father. I feel like if it was a father, they were like the primary care person. Maybe either you lost a mother and then this could have been a father, or this was the mother. All right, there's like there was a deep wound there. You healed that. And I also feel like you could have had a very firm conversation with the parental figure that was life-changing for them, and it needed to happen. It needed to happen. Like, you shift, there's like a paradigm shift. There's like that is not the right way to do it. And I don't feel like you guys are trying to come in and do that. It's a part of your purpose. Like, you break down the structure and like it's rebuilt. Like, it's like tower energy. But anyway, who else did they tell about themselves? I knew that was gonna come through. In Aries. Okay, this is somebody that you would suspect to be a hidden enemy. They're always in competition with you. They always got to be first. Kind of immature. They could be an Aries. All right. This is one of your hidden enemies. Very competitive energy. Okay, so let me see. Who are your hidden enemies? Who are your hidden enemies? Let this be where they would know them from, and let this be who they are. Okay, who are your hidden enemies? Pile 2. Jeez. There we go. Dang. Okay. I hope not. Oh no. I hope that's not the case. Hold on. I keep trying to walk away from this message, but let me make sure it doesn't feel like it's happening. Okay, so there could be a mother figure. I'm sorry, you guys could have lived together. Yep. Because I also think of early childhood. Yeah. And that was Cancer energy. So this person could be a mother figure. That could be a hidden enemy. Who's a hidden enemy? And like, you could know this, and like I said, ain't that so funny? Didn't I just say a parent? I said a parent before we even rolled those dice. So okay, that could have just been confirmation for that message. All right, who is a hidden enemy? Because remember I was talking about that could have been the person that you like shattered. Like maybe you said something to a family member and it shook their world. Like you told them about themselves. I'm talking about a big conversation. And it was about like maybe how it could have been about like how they raised you, okay, and what was wrong. But it needed to happen. I do feel like it's creating space for healing and for change into a better direction for both parties, whether they decide to be around each other or not. But that is coming up as a hidden enemy. So let's see. Who is Pile 2's hidden enemies? Oh my gosh, you got the 4th house fucking again. Okay, so this person could be an Aquarius that you live with or lived with, okay? Again, an Aquarius mother, I don't know, or an Aquarius that you lived with. Your enemies are coming up, or your hidden enemies are coming up as people like in proximity to you, okay? Like, I don't like the fact they keep coming up as mother energy or like someone that would be around you, okay? So let's see, hidden enemy. Oh my gosh, Pile 2. Now we got the 11th house. That's a friend. And then Leo. It could be a Leo in the 11th house. Damn. So real quick, let me see. Why are a lot of the people like near Pile 2s, like in their vicinity, like what do they need to know about the people? Like, what do they need to know? Okay, like why are a lot of their hidden enemies coming up so close? Hold on. Let me see. 8 of Swords. That's so funny because the 8 of Swords, I can also connect that to the Fear card. 8 of Swords. Oh, okay. They're like, you already hit the nail on the head. Look at that blue energy. Throat chakra energy coming through there. That's giving me truth. That's giving me the blade. That's giving me blue. That's giving me all of this. That's so funny. I just looked around and I just seen all this damn blue energy. Even right here, my Gemini. So duality, polarity, connection, synergy, intelligence, curiosity, information, creativity, collaboration, innovation, adaptability, originality. Shout out to my girl 80. There's something here about the element of blue, and I also think of water. Throat chakra, look at that conflict there, the sea. There's like a mastery, I'm telling you, because you know, again, it could be a calm stream, or you could turn that shit into not a tornado, a fucking tsunami, a hurricane. Okay, you could flood out a whole city. You could be somebody's refreshing beverage. You are multifaceted, but like it's not a weakness, it's a strength. And I think depending on where people meet you at, that could be where they dwell the most. For example, if they meet you in that tsunami energy, maybe they get so stuck in that and they're like, you know, and then you teach them like, no, there are people, like there's something here that you teach people about about like how people can change, or like how there are still good people in the world, or like people have multiple sides to them. I don't know, there's like a depth that you teach people through experiences, and there's something here like that. I just keep getting that energy of not judging a book by its cover. Understanding that people can grow. Like, you're so different from who you were before to some of these people that have been popping up. Like, you could have been very anxious. There's a level of like taking your poison and making it medicine. Okay? Like, I'm telling you, you guys are like masters at mastery. And I'm just going to keep it there because I just keep getting deeper and deeper until y'all spread, and it's engulfing me. It's too much. So we have this Colstein and we have Calcadoni. Let me look these up. Oh my gosh. And look at this at the bottom of the deck. The Magician, Herkimer Diamond, and the 8 of Pentacles. But I don't know. Let me look at this. I just want to see. That Coldstone is like really calling to me. There's a Gemini quality here because I'm like, my mind, like an air element, like very spacey. That could also bring on, like people are pressed. There's something about how you ground the energy. I'm almost seeing wind going super crazy because I did want to say tornado at first. And then I was getting electricity. There's like a mastery of like the elements in all the depth associated with those elements. You know how like earth could be connected to, you could say Taurus, Capricorn, or you could say earth is connected to the earth and foundation, and earth means something sturdy. I don't know, like there's like a depth. It's like all encompassing with this group right here. One-stop shop. You know, like how does pile 2 even hold all that energy? Woo! Okay, cold stone. Metaphysical. You guys could smoke or hookah. Look at this. Covalite. So they're taking me to Covalite, okay? Because they said it's not recognized. But like you guys could also really like Covalite or Celestite. But Covalite is a high vibrational stone that focuses on bridging the gap between the physical and spiritual realms. And that's what's so crazy, because with pile 1, they had that veil, but like with y'all, there is no veil. Like it is no veil. Maybe you have a prominent Pisces placement. There's like certain signs coming through very strongly, or certain houses, like an Aquarius is coming through, Libra, Gemini, the planets Pluto, Venus, obviously Saturn. That Magician energy, Mercury, a lot. There's something about like the stuff that you were ashamed about. I don't know, like you guys are just in your truth. It's almost giving me, not lepidolite, girl. Oh, what's that damn? No. Why did it just slip me? It's like, it's blue. I can literally see it. I'm so mad. Let me go through my, and not labradorite. Oh, lapis lazuli. That's what you guys give me. It's like a punch. There's a truth. There's a, I don't know, but then that protective agent, okay? And when I look at this, I really think of forgiving the past with my rhodonite. Like you guys, like anytime I want to really like tap into my heart chakra energy and really sit with like just healing really deep wounds from the past, like this feels so good in my hand. So there could be a level of you being viewed as you've mastered your wounds. So there's a level of perfection that I feel like you guys are looked at from, but it's like, you guys do have evil eye on you. It just, But I just love how y'all hold it down and like y'all kick that energy back. You know, it's like a horse kick, like back the fuck up. But even when you've been pushed to go low and you could have went low, there's like a level of you remaining in high spirits, you taking the higher route, not being a bitch, but just maybe you guys are real big on trusting the process, or really knowing that karma's gonna come. Like you might be one of those people, when someone treats you wrong, as much as you want to be, my bad, my camera, as much as you want to be reactionary, and I just seen the number 9, like as much as you want to be reactionary, there's like a level of, you know what, let me just not, because I already know that they're gonna get what's coming. There's like that energy of fucking with me is like, it's a death sentence. Like stop, like doing me dirty is like a death sentence in the spiritual realm. Okay, so there's a level of knowing that. And I also feel like this group has just really turned their life around. Like somebody here has also turned their life around, or you're a lot more confident, and people try to attack that. Maybe you were somebody that had to clear a lot of karma, like a lot of your betrayals happened in love, and you dated a lot of negative people, and it's like now you have a fabulous, beautiful relationship, you're very healthy, like you've transmuted so much energy, and that has people pressed. They're like, how did they come out of that? Or they're a whole changed person, like you changed your life around. I'm getting that, you changed your life around. And it shows through who you date, who you associate with, when they compare like the past, who you were before you went to jail and who you are now, like it is clear, okay? And even when people try to come in and minimize the changes that you've made, it's very blatantly in their face, okay? And you're not a pushover. You're not gonna let people just push over and walk all over you. And people have, like, they're pressed about that. So I wanna ask about this love energy, okay? What's happening with this love energy? Like these past lovers, like What's the main reason on why they're pressed? Why are they pressed? What's the main reason on why they're pressed? What is the main reason on why they're pressed? Damn, look at that. The Three of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Three of Swords. Why are you guys are always used as the example. You guys have probably been through some really rough ass shit. I'm not gonna say that you haven't made mistakes, and you've learned, because when you did somebody wrong, you probably went through it. Okay? Deep pain and just lessons here. Okay? I'm literally seeing someone take a knife and put it in the fire, or like they're doing like, what's that, blow up glass, and they got to put it in the fire to mold it. Oh, but look at this, the Three of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Six of Cups. There's like a level of, you had to go through hell and back. So you probably have been through a bunch, like this is given like old life, like you've lived a bunch of lives, probably had a lot of karma, whatever the fuck, right? But no, this, okay, let me try to put this in words. I feel like when people come around you, you're like a test in a bottle. You're a test. How are you going to handle, and I hate to say it like this because I'm not trying to feed nobody's narcissism, but how are you going to handle this creation? How are you going to treat this person when they're in a pure state, okay? And depending on how somebody decides to treat you, and this is what's coming through in love, because with this Three of Wands, I'm getting like a lot of betrayal in love through cheating, through ghosting you, through leaving you out in the cold. Like you might have been in multiple situations where, like the type of situations I'm getting is, of course, someone abandoning you, cheating on you, all right? Third party energy, there's always a third party. But I'm also getting like a community that almost turns on you in the midst of this betrayal. Like maybe the person that they're cheating on you with is someone in your social group. Maybe this ex or whoever these people are, they had an influence in why other people stopped liking you, or they told rumors, or they gossiped. But this is a lot of like you getting the short end of the stick. And I feel like a lot of what happened in love and how you'll know who the exes are that I'm talking about, or these past love interests, they're the ones that put you in a third party situation. Like flat out. And I know you're probably like, that's all of them. Well, there you go, friend. They're pressed. So I feel like there is a pressed energy on your recovery, but I also feel like you ended this. So like when you ended this, it's like there's not, I keep getting like, do they still think about me? Do they still wonder about me? So something about how your life shows up, it feels like when you end it, you're done. Like there's something about how you end and how you just keep going. So tell me more, why are they pressed? What are they pressed about? Ooh, you could be sharp as fuck now. You've advanced. So the advancements that you've made in life, okay, how you healed in regards to them. So you could have been down and out. That's how you'll also know. Not just who cheated on you, but you were like down and out. Okay, you probably cut off certain friends. Like you might have really isolated yourself. Your self-esteem really took a hit. And you could have been stuck on this individual for some years, okay? And when you finally did, like you took the time to heal from this. I feel like you took the time to heal from this. You got yourself together, and it just, I don't know, you just look brand new. Like it's not a fake. It's not fake on you. You know, you've really healed past this. Look at this Seven of Swords. Oh, they feel like you got one up on them. That's disgusting. Okay, so this is somebody, and I'm going to pull on a sign. I want their sun sign. This is someone who wanted you to stay stuck on them. Yeah. With this Knight of Pentacles, I can't even talk. This Knight of Pentacles, they got me so mad. They wanted you to stay stuck on them. Probably while they went and dated other people. This could have even been someone that was coming in for a couple seconds. You know, just always dangling that carrot, you know, keeping you right there. And I feel like there's an energy here of like they outmaneuvered me. I'm getting that, friend. So there could be a level of someone trying to keep you stuck. Like they wanted you to be stuck there. They wanted you to stay stuck on them, okay? Move slow, like not really, like be slow to like connect with other people. You know, like, you know where some people are just so traumatized that they don't even want to date nobody? Like there's a level of, they were kind of taking advantage of that. Because it almost seems like you would still go back to this person, or you held a lot of room for them. Like they knew that you dropped. if you were to start talking to someone else, like they knew if they were to come in, you would drop that other person quick as a dime. Like you'll be like, So they thought, and they're wrong. Like, see, you're a lot more powerful, a lot more rebukal. It's giving. Like there's something a lot stronger about you. Like I'll rebuke you, bitch. Like I don't give a fuck. Okay, like I understand that I am the whole package. Like I can bring the good energy, take away the bad energy. I can neutralize. Like I could do it all. So I could do bad all by myself. Like I don't need you. There's something about you recognizing your personal power. Yeah. Gosh. 3 signs. What's their sun sign? Okay, we have a Taurus, stubborn ass Taurus. Okay. Sun sign Taurus, a sun sign Virgo. That Virgo then came up a couple times. And sun sign Virgo again. Let me do it one more time just in case. Heavy on the Virgo. Aquarius, sun sign Aquarius. Damn. Damn. Tell me more. Why are people pressed about pile 2? The Page of Swords. Yo, what is it? Okay, so your intellect. I feel like you're very knowledgeable. Let me see. Who's pressed about this? And look at that Garnet. Garnet is associated with Capricorn. And I keep getting that Saturn-esque energy, that discipline, that spice, that stab, that I can see clearly. Like I'm very intuitive, but I can, get through the bullshit. Like there's something about you. Tell me one more. Okay, the Knight of Swords. Yes, look at that carnelian, root chakra energy. Oh, you found your confidence. I ain't gonna lie. So let me pause this really quick. I'm about to replace the battery, and then I think what I want to do is I just want to read over your goddess cards and read over the Saturn card, and then we'll close. So yeah. Okay, so I'm back. So there's something here about how Saturn favors you, and I'm sorry, I feel like y'all, it just feels otherworldly. It feels very Aquarius-esque. I don't know, but it's like overwhelming, intimidating. There's a lot here, okay? And I feel like, let me see, who do you have pressed the most? I told you it has to do with the love life, girl. But it's like the people you come around. I also feel like this is in a good way too. There could be a lot of people pressed about the knowledge you hold. You could be wrapped up in like a small package. I don't know, like you could be maybe young for your age. There's something very youthful about you. And then when you unlock and unleash this like octopus-esque, alien-esque knowledge, it's like, what the fuck? And I feel like, because I kept seeing this visual of like people trying to crush you, like that Saturn energy. I don't know, it just felt like, whew. So there could have been people that tried to restrict you, tried to control you, tried to make you into them. There's something about you still chose the way that you were called. Like there's something here about you still answered the call. There's something about how Saturn favors you. I feel like there's just a beautiful energy here. I can't put it into words. I just can't. So let me see. Where are people pressed the most? 6th house. I'm telling you, your daily routine, your regimen. We talked about this. We talked about this, friend, in the channel message. So I think I'll leave it there. I'll just say, make sure you tap in with the channel messages. I think that's why I'm getting overwhelmed. It's so much. It's so much. It's like layers to it. It's like a category, and then there's layers and layers and layers. So look, Lilith, rebellious energy. So y'all have the lucid part of you knows. Well, first of all, let me read it like this. Lilith, goddess of sovereignty. The lucid part of you knows that though it's wonderful to have friends, family, and your beloved partner by your side, you don't need them to be whole. That's scary as fuck for people. You will go at it alone, bro. You're a powerhouse. What the fuck? No matter who comes or goes throughout your life, you are at one with the one. No one owns you, so you are free to be your fullest, most autonomous, magnificent, sensual expression. Yep, that's why they're pressed. There's like more though. If this wasn't enough, make sure you tap into another pile, okay? I wonder if it's gonna be the next pile. Anyway, Spider Woman, goddess of helpfulness. You can reweave the web of fate. When it looks like things are unraveling, instead of trying to entangle the situation from the level of the problem, drop a silken. There you go with that silk again. Drop a silken thread from your spiritual web high above. Now envision your circumstance being spun anew and lured into the sweet dream of an eightfold heavenly embrace. Let me read that one more time. You see what I'm saying? You can reweave the web of fate. Like, you can change fate. That's what I'm saying. Like, this energy is like hard to talk. It's very like profound. When it looks like things are unraveling, instead of trying to untangle the situation from the level of the problem, y'all go above. That gives me this higher self. Like, you're very tapped in spiritually. I also feel like you got people on the other side in high places helping you. And it says, now envision your circumstances being spun anew and lured into the sweet dream of an eightfold heavenly embrace. So you guys, there's something very alien about you. And I feel like you guys are my visionaries. And there's a lot here. Like, you guys, if you tap in with your visualizations, like, you guys are probably really good at meditation, manifestation work. Add visualization to your candle work, which I'm sure you probably do. And I'm telling you, it's gonna, whew, girl, like, I'm getting that. Powerful. The mind is powerful with this group. We also have Dana, triple goddess of abundance. Release any rigid beliefs about how life and people are supposed to be. And that was, I feel like, the lesson that you learned, which is also now the lesson that you teach other people. I know how I'm describing this. It feels very like light and airy and effortless. But no, I feel like this group, you have been through hell and back. And you have probably really changed your life around. And I can see some really dark, deep energy. I also feel like maybe there are some things that happen that you're not proud of. There's a lot of rebirth energy here. So I don't want you to think like I'm overlooking that. Because you guys have been through a lot. But it's just, gosh, I don't know. It's just beautiful. I don't know. There's like this, it's just beautiful. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. 444 on the clock. So anyway, release any rigid beliefs about how life and people are supposed to be, so you can raise your vibration and flow more easily with the ecstatic changing tides of life. Everything, oh my gosh. As you do this, you'll find yourself upon the shores of great fortune. There we go with that water element of great fortune, effortlessly magnetizing the mother lode of wealth, health, success, and creativity. Oh, it's just so funny how there's certain words coming through, and that came through in the channel message. That's crazy. I'm telling y'all, the channel message could have been the reading in itself. I felt that. Like, I could have just did a channel reading. Okay. So the last thing that we're going to read, and then I'm going to let it go after that. Okay, I got to rest my voice, is the card Saturn. Structure. So this could give you some insight. Tap in with me. It also might give you some advice. Just, you know, tap in real quick. Saturn rules that which we must build over time. Bones, teeth, personal authority, maturity, borders, discipline, traditions, and organization. And I want y'all to get real creative with that. First of all, you guys could have really nice teeth, bone structure. I kept seeing y'all face, and like people that are Saturn dominant, if I'm not mistaken, especially through Vedic, like I feel like people can sometimes look at them as they're perfect. So there could also be a level of people constantly forget that you're human. But I don't blame them. Okay, like there's something otherworldly here, for real. So we have Saturn, like Jupiter, is a huge gas giant. With its rings of ice and rock, it represents the boundary of the visible solar system as the last planet humans can see with the naked eye from Earth's surface. Saturn, traditional ruler of Capricorn and Aquarius, takes 29.5 years to round the zodiac and forms challenging aspects to itself approximately every 7 years. Hence the 7-year itch in a marriage, and 21 as the traditional age of official adulthood. So the action. Saturn asks you to step into the next level of maturity and personal authority. Think of Saturn as a martial arts master, okay, who pushes you to grow through workouts, discipline, and tests that allow you to prove what you know, both to yourself and others. So you don't just let people skate by. You are very much so here to teach and really like, it's like that tough love. It's like that Queen of Swords energy. You make people work for it. Discipline. Look for a mentor to choose to mentor another. Honor the teacher, but don't give your power away. Remember I told you guys are like the student and the practitioner? Girl, listen to the experts, mix their wisdom with your experience, and make your own wise decisions. If you feel like someone is abusing their authority or undermining yours, set firm boundaries and hold them accountable. Study, cope, grow up. Look pragmatically to the skeleton and teeth, either of your own body or in the metaphorical structure of your project. Can this endeavor stand up and take a bite out of life? Make sure the foundations are strong. Make sure the foundations are strong. There we go again. And for you to be being told that, I'm telling you, it's because I'm almost saying you guys have to be a bulldozer in so many ways in this world. So of course your foundation has to be strong. Of course you have to be made out of iron. Of course you got to come with this power and like master your own being so that you can go in and make this change elsewhere. Somebody here is a life path 8. Anyway, as you gain strength in mind, muscle, and bone, you can become stiff. So remember to stretch body and soul. Okay, so stretching more, that'll be good for this group. Challenge: be careful not to cling to old conceptions of success or hold on to a brittle system that restricts potential and leaves people discouraged. So that is always like something that I feel like is in the back of your mind. It's like you can either let the past rule you or you can let it go. When you release the past, and I know it could be an ongoing thing, but when you release the past in whatever capacity that is, or however that looks for you, whether it be building a new habit or just initiating that release, whatever the case may be, you are going to be blessed for that. And there's going to be a lot of like good gain that comes from that. All right. Not staying too rigid. Gift: the ancestors call you to wisdom and maturity, to know your gifts and limitations. This process may be an initiation, a test that empowers you. Period. Girl. Okay, y'all gonna have to go, friend. I gotta go rest my little noggin. I gotta go outside and let the sun hit my forehead because this little third eye has been activated, girl. It's a lot going on. So yes, you guys, that was your spread. Please don't forget to go in and tap in with our good sis Capricorn Venus Tarot over on her page. She's gonna be doing Why Are Your Haters Losing Sleep Over You? Okay, if I'm not mistaken. I can't think right now. The ring light is blaring in my face, honey. So yes, y'all. So thank you so much for watching, and let me know down below how it resonates. Okay, pile 3. Last but not least, there's a strong connection to a deity that is associated with the color red for this group. Okay, let me just tell y'all, I've done the other 2 piles and it has just been very confirming, but it's just been so annoying but also like beautiful. And like, I don't know, like I'm in awe, but I'm like annoyed because all of the messages are just, there's like a similarity between all these groups. It's almost like similar energy, but it's so different. So I don't know, like, I don't know who I'm talking to. Let me know down below how many groups you picked, what were you drawn to, because there's a progression happening here, a level of mastership. There's just this real elevated energy that is all on this reading, which I love, but I'm just like, damn, who am I talking to? So anyway, just in case you skipped the intro, you already know this is a collaboration, all right? I'm going to be collabing with our good sis, Capricorn Venus Tarot, okay? Check the description for her link and all the other information, timestamps, etc. And then also, so as you guys can see, the topic is what about you gets people pressed. So that's what I'm doing. What she's going to be doing is why are your haters losing sleep over you? And low key, I feel like I did both readings. Like the energy. So let me just tell y'all, I have a channeled portion and then I have a tarot oracle portion. I feel like now that I've done most of the reading, I feel like I probably could have just done the reading through my channeled messages because there was so much like confirmation. Once I merged into the tarot, it was like crazy. And there's just this weird, I don't know, synchronization happening between these groups, all right? So first of all, when I look at this, I think Aquarius, I think of reach. Somebody here, you play the piano or you have some type of very special gift or talent associated with using your hands. Like you could be a tarot reader, you could play some type of sport and be very competitive. I also was getting someone is really good at mind or speculation games. You know, you're very in tune, very intuitive. Like I told Pal too, they were otherworldly, but this is even giving otherworldly, but it's like crone-esque. Something about you guys is more, is like even more of a punch than Pile 2, but it's silent. I'm almost getting like a vibe of like Saturn. There's a lot of masculine energy coming off of this pile, okay? So you could be a male, but I was also getting there's a lot of spiritual gifts, okay, that come from the males in your lineage. Believe it or not. Like, you have inherited some type of spiritual gift and or talent from a male in your family, okay? There's influence here too. So someone here, yeah, definitely look at Pile 2. I'm just gonna say it like, let me tell y'all, my energy, that's another thing. This group, let me just dial it back. I could be catching you, someone could be on their period, someone could have just did a banishing spell or like some type of ritual work around protection. I almost feel like I'm catching you guys at a point where you're recharging. So you could have recently just got done with something, because there's this like finish line energy, like I'm almost done, or you just made like some type of oath to yourself to like take a break or like take time off from some type of specialty work that you do. Like you could be on vacation, because there was a strong ass wall that I felt 4:20 on the clock. Okay, someone needs to smoke, or you could be smoking right now. There was a strong ass wall when I was doing the channeling. It only took me so far, which let me know that you guys are very protected and also very protective of your energy. And you could be real live, like putting up certain energetic boundaries, spiritual boundaries, physical boundaries, so that you can regroup and recuperate, okay? Restoring balance. I know you see all this clear quartz, clear seeing, clear knowing, clear chrome type energy. It almost matches my nails. When I look at this, I think of revolution. I think of metals. I think of fire. I think of a red candle. For whatever reason, red was coming through. Action, purpose. Very connected to purpose, this group. We also see right here, someone could be 30 years old. The number 30 could be important, or 32. The number 7, 0, and 32. 7, 0, 3, and 2 could be important. So yeah, the red tree. There's something there's like a connection, and I was picking up on this in Pile 2 between manga, I think it's called, or manga books, manga, I don't know how to pronounce it, and like the Red Fire Alchemist, I think it was called. But there's like this strong connection to, I don't know if this is like a show, but it's called the Red Transmutation Circle, and then also the red tree. And when I looked up, I was like, okay, a red tree, what is that? It says can have spiritual meanings tied to transformation, life force, renewal, and balance, as seen in Japanese red maple trees symbolizing these concepts. Okay, it can also represent themes of passion, grounding, endurance, and embracing life's transitions. There's something very elevated about you guys. I feel like for someone here in your chart, whether in Vedic or in Western, there is a very difficult placement that you guys have, but it's like you've mastered it, okay? And I think that's what gives you like an edge, or this, it's almost untouchable, but it's very crone, like it's very the wise sage. It's very old, it's ancient, but it's different than Pile 2. Pile 2 still had like somewhat of a, even though Saturn was it was prevalent, there was still like this youthful energy. I'm getting real stern, study, teacher vibe, okay, from this group. So you could be a teacher. You could teach some type of skill. I'm also getting, because the 5th house came through very prominently for this group, you could be into sciences, psychology, mathematics, astrology. You could be an astrologer. Like you could be naturally gifted in those areas. 7:17 on the clock. Someone here is definitely an Aquarius girl. Okay, so let me go back to this, because I want to look at this specifically. And I feel like what I'm about to tell you, this is why people, like, this is why you have people pressed. So the main house that came up for me to like help channel the energy was the 5th house, all right? And I've been looking at each of the houses. I think we had a Dharma house. Well, this is a Dharma house, the 5th house. We had a Kama house, and then we had a Moksha house, all right? So the Dharma house is 1, 5, and 9, related to fire signs. So you have a lot of fiery energy here. But it's something about y'all, like, I keep seeing fire, but I see like metal going into the fire. I just don't know what that is. And I keep seeing, like, I really feel like someone's connected to some type of imagery. And I keep seeing a man, like hitting something, almost like, what's those visuals where you have like a sword and you have the man like hitting, like someone could be into mechanics, or you could be an engineer, or into engineering. When I look at this, I think robotic, but not your robotic, more so like your mind is like, it's almost like a robot. It's like its own computer. Like that's how people feel about you, all right? This could just come naturally to you, but I feel like there's a very special gift here. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the 5th house is 9th from the 9th house. All I know is that there is a talent. There's like some talents here that I feel like come from the past, okay? Past lives, past generations, and they've been passed down to you. This is big energy, but I'm not gonna lie, the way y'all are, it almost feels like you just don't have time. It's like, keep it quick, P. And I'm gonna keep it quick. It could be me just being tired, but there's like a certain level of respect, a certain cutting edge to you guys. This also gives me Queen of Swords energy. And this is part of the reason why you have people press. So let's get into my channel messages. There's a certain way that you guys have developed self, or like whatever your life force is, like there's an extreme abundance of life force, vitality, strength. I'm also like leaning into some Mars energy, but it doesn't, there's something very tempered about this, but very strong, very sturdy, and very, it's almost given like square. Maybe there's like a prominent square off happening in your chart, but it's like you master that energy so well. Like maybe, I'm telling you, someone here could really, I can't even talk. Someone here could really study astrology. Someone here could really study astrology. And it's so crazy. I feel so drained. And I feel like when you guys, this is why you got people pressed. It almost feels like you guys have an abundance of energy, but I feel like that's because you guys have, you have a way of turning on the heat and turning on the coldness. Like there's a certain way that you guys play with the elements. So what I mean by that is when you're ready, like when you know you have to shut down and you have to go into your little realm and like get yourself together and really block out the noise, you do that. And you're very strict about it. There's like a certain level of strictness, discipline, very connected to the ancestors. Yes, okay, I forgot to tell Pyle too that. Very connected to the ancestors, ancestor work. You put a lot of mental energy into your craft, whatever it is that you do. And the 5th house does talk about natural intelligence, all right? Like the house of intelligence. Let me go to my notes. Let me get the channel messages, girl. What was the color that I used for y'all? Oh yeah, green, green. And when I touch this, it's so cold. Somebody could be born in the winter time, or you thrive in the winter time. Like you thrive. There's something about your energy that's like backwards. Like it's very, like you would be associated with some type of flower that doesn't need water. Like this gives me cactus energy. I don't know why. You could be, you could live in Arizona. Like I'm getting like a plant or something that survives with like minimal like nutrients. Like it could be real dry. Like there's something about that. Or like you guys would survive in like a tundra. Like if you guys were a plant, it would be some type of plant that survives in extreme, like there's something about extreme weather. Like you can like get through that. There's something about extreme cases, extreme weather. So you guys probably have been through a lot. There's a lot of been there, done that. I do feel like a lot of people drain your energy. There's like a vibe here of like, you know, people try to drain your energy, or they attempt to, they want to be all up in the mix. So you have to take the time to restore yourself. You could have some type of spiritual practice or provide some type of service. And it's like, you know that this takes a lot out of you. So you have to have these boundaries and these strict regulations when it comes to your spiritual practices or just your self-care, so that you could be good and ready to go. You take what you do very seriously, all right? All of these groups have been very talented, yo. Some of you or someone here is older in age, so let me see. Okay, I used the color green, yeah, because y'all gave me alien vibes. So I put alien vibes. So this is a very extraterrestrial type of group. You could just vibe out with aliens, the talk of aliens, weird shit. You could like to be called weird. There's like a very advanced way of thinking here. It's otherworldly. I gave Pile 2 that same message, but I gave that message to them based off of y'all. I kept seeing y'all hand this thing in their reading. So look at this, extremely psychic. This was the group. I was not expecting the other groups to be as psychic as this group. Like, but this group is extremely psychic. Do you see that? That's like a triple seer, bro. Oh my gosh, you see so much. You probably even see too much. That has people pressed. So those of you that have a spiritual business or you make some type of predictions, I feel like this is someone who has made some type of prediction. You could even be connected to like the stock market or some type of fortune telling. You could do palmistry. Someone here reads palms, or you do some type of divination, or you could even sell some type of product. Like maybe you do candle work and like you sell some type of product that's associated with protection or spirituality or seeing. You could sell crystals. I don't know, like your products, they work. Like there is a lot of intention. I just keep seeing you guys pour so much. You pour so much into what you do. Make sure, and I feel like you guys do, but just, you know, another reminder, always don't ever feel bad about taking that time away. The time that you do take away, don't feel bad about it. You need that shit. The way, I don't know, like there's a lot of energy that goes into what you do. Like it's like heart and soul coming into the energy. I also feel like with that fifth house, I almost said fifth chakra, but with that fifth house energy, very connected to the crown chakra. All right, sunflowers came through. Like where the light is, that's where you go. Okay, and the light favors you. There's a strong connection to source and to the messages that come down. You could be very connected to angels, like angel frequencies as well. I don't know why this just came through. Chitra, that just came through. Just the word Chitra. So psychic. So Leo in the fifth house. The mirror. Yes, the mirror. You guys are very intimidating. And I put cold. There's something about you that's coming off cold, but I just don't know why it's coming off like that. And I'm going to try to see if that's coming from a specific energy. But I really feel like it's like y'all just did some type of ritual surrounding protection, and I'm catching y'all. It almost feels like whenever you guys are looking into this reading, there's a strong hedge over you guys. Maybe I feel like you guys take in a lot of energy as it is. We'll come back to that. So I put cold. Haters are press. This group, it's funny though, because I wrote this down for y'all in the meditation, but Pile 2, you could tell Pile 2 had haters, but you guys definitely have haters that are pressed, okay? And it's because you're hard to access. There's something very closed off about you, very area, what is that shit called? Area 51, 91. There's something very alien, very exclusive, and I've been giving that message to the groups, but this is like in a strange way, in a like, I'm not gonna lie, friend, I do feel like people be wondering like you be scaring people. There's something about you that scares people when it comes to your intelligence or like what you know, or like the capacity of the amount of knowledge that you contain. What, I don't know, there's something there that I feel like people are pressed about. They're like, how the fuck do they even know that shit? Or like, who knows that? Or maybe it's what you study. Your field of study. I'm telling you, if you do any type of like astrology or any type of spiritual work, I do feel like there are some people that are like scared but in awe. You're very hard to access. I did write hard to talk to, exclusive with energy. So somebody could feel like you're hard to talk to, or there is this, see, there's something about you that gives me very Saturn. You guys are not gonna sugarcoat shit. Like when people come in your presence, and I don't even think y'all try to do this, there's just a natural elevation that has to happen, a natural level of healing that has to happen. It's so funny because there's something about y'all energy that's very like the master, okay? And I talked to Pile 2 about mastery, but this is like the master. This is giving the crown. There's layers. Exclusive with energy, intimidating. Yeah, people feel that type of way. Like you don't talk to certain people. There's a vibe here. Like people are pressed about that. Let me see. Someone feels like you don't talk to their kind. Let me see. It could be someone at work. They feel like you only associate with certain people, and they notice that they feel like they try to be nice to you, they try to be cool with you. And I feel like what's really going on there is you probably, well, yeah, you see right through the bullshit. There's something here, like, you value fairness, okay? And I do feel like there's something, I just don't know about y'all. There's something weird here because it's coming off very cold, but I see this Libra energy and I can feel the nurturing because I know you're connected to the other piles. So all I'm going to say is there's just a strong wall around you right now. It's like, stay out. No. We don't even want you to go into what pile 3, I almost called y'all pile 1, what pile 3 can offer. They've been giving out too much lately. So I don't know. I really feel like there's strong, like, not too much on pile 1. Or not too much on pile 3. And I don't know why I keep calling y'all pile 1. So y'all could be drawn to all the piles for this group. Oh, yes, this was the group. So there was an enemy coming through. Listen, this group specifically, you tricked the enemy. Okay? And I told myself I was going to pull on that specifically. A Taurus. Who was the enemy that they tricked? Who's the enemy that they tricked? A Virgo, my gosh. So, Earth sign, we got a Gemini. Okay, where are these people? Like, what areas of life would they know these people, these enemies that they tricked? Who feels tricked? Oh. You see what I'm saying? Look at that, Aries. That's that competitive ass energy. You know what's so funny? So let me, okay. Because the 5th house can also talk about rulers, kings. So there's something about you that's on the rise, pile 3, okay? And you, just like another pile, I can't remember which one, I feel like the teacher or someone who has more experience than you, or someone who also has a name for themselves, like they're well known in the community, they are looking at you like a threat, okay? Because there's something about you, you are competition. So whatever you do for work, you're competition, all right? And there's a level of having to snuff you or try to like push you out, or I don't know, there's just this weird ass energy. And regardless of the fact, you trick somebody. So there's someone here, you tricked a component. Let me see how, I said component. You tricked an opponent. How did they trick this person? You keep getting that Virgo energy. Someone, okay, so people try to copy you and study you, okay? There's a level of studying, trying to copy, mimic, imitate. Some of it is through admirations. Others of you, it could be due to like someone literally trying to like jack your shit. Like they're trying to take your style, take the sauce. And now I'm getting that same song that I got in pile 1. I'm a boss ass bitch. Bitch, Nicki Minaj. Where she was like, rich bitch sauce. I got a rich bitch, you know how rich, I can't think of what the lyrics are, but she was basically saying like they was trying to buy her style, buy her flow, like they was trying to like basically damn near copy her. So there's something here like your sauce, your juice, your regimen, how you dress, your routine. Ooh, this is giving like a fake and a phony, someone that was really trying to be like you. They tried to copy you and then you pivoted. You pivot and you did something else, and then it brought this level of success. See, what people don't understand is, so yes, I do feel like you have a very extensive way about going, about learning, growing, about elevating, but a lot of this cannot be like imitated, duplicated, because it's like inside of you. Like this is like passed down to you. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is otherworldly. This would be like that past life. This would be like that. I don't know. It's very connected. Okay, I'm up like 22. Because I'm like, even as I'm talking about it, I feel like I'm floating. Like, I feel like I'm fucking floating. So you do have that effect on people. I feel like people naturally feel high in your presence. And that could be just because of your frequency. But also I feel like that is a defense mechanism by your energy. Like it almost like repels people or causes confusion or like fogs them up when they come too close. Like there's a level of you guys doing that. Like you fog up, like there's like a, I don't know, it just fogs up. And I'm literally seeing like a thunderstorm, the lightning. So the air element, hawks, eagles, swift energy, change, all of that I'm seeing here. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna remind myself once we get to the tarot portion, I'm gonna pull on that enemy, because that was the main stuff coming up for this group. Now another thing is, so for each pile I pulled a card or two if two came out from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck. And for you guys, yeah, you guys were definitely seen as the underdog, and it's like that's why you got people pressed, because there's something about you that it's like whatever or whoever you are, you're no longer the underdog. And it's to the point where people are like, I can't believe I ever saw them as the underdog. See, if you guys watch my then versus now, how has their perspective changed whenever I decide to drop that, it might be before this reading or after this reading, okay? I really feel like y'all might want to check out pile 3. Let me know if you guys are drawn to pile 3. Yeah, I can see y'all being drawn to pile 3 or 2 for real. Anyway, the cards that I did pick from the archetype deck that I was just showing y'all. So you had the mirror. There's a strong connection to pile 2 here and pile 1, but pile 2 for sure. That mirror, and then the top of the deck was the bottom of the deck was the Judge, and the top of the deck was, well, I know what that is. The Threshold, okay? Yes, oh my gosh, you have layers. And there's something very sharp about you. You have a very sharp mind, very intelligent. That has people pressed. There's something that you do, like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Someone here is really like good at science or math or something that is very complex for most people to get down or to maybe even just pick up. Like I'm telling y'all, let me go to my book, because some of y'all wasting a good gift. Because if you ever were thinking about picking up like astrology, I'm telling you, it would probably be naturally easy for this group for some. So let me go to this. Have my money. I tell you bitches better have my money. Or I'm coming for you. Ooh. That's giving that song. Y'all gotta listen to it. Rich bitch sauce. Something. I got rich bitch. Something. I got ripped off. I don't know what she says. Rich bitch cough. Rich bitch cough. I got a rich bitch. Rich bitch sauce. I got a rich bitch cough. Like, that's what y'all give me. Y'all do give me winter, cold as ice, bitchy, strong, masculine energy. But it's not bitchy. It's just, it feels bitchy. Like, you guys feel ice cold. Okay? Like, you feel cold. But, I don't know. It feels very protective. Like Ice Queen. Very intelligent, though. So let me go to this. Here we go. Astrology. Yeah, so this is the house of astrology. Remember, the 5th house is the house of astrology. So inspiration, insight, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so astrology, mythology, psychology, mathematics, geometry, physics, and astronomy. I feel like this group, y'all have a natural talent in those areas. Okay? Somebody is jealous of the education that you have, or let me see, what is that? Somebody's envious of that. Let me see. Who is this? Taurus. Okay, someone here, you could be a psychology major and you might specialize in early childhood development. Like, I don't know. And you know who else was coming through in this group with that red candle? I was thinking of Rohini. I don't know, you could be very connected. And then I'm also getting like a very sexy vibe. Like, if you are a woman, I feel like you carry a lot of masculine energy and you have strength, determination, willpower, stamina. And that can be very intimidating to both men and women. All right, there's like this strong, I feel like the Queen of Swords energy been coming through, bro. But this is real Queen of Swordsy. Queen of Swords mixed with a Queen of Wands. It gives a lot of fire and water. And then now I'm thinking of Sagittarius energy with the Temperance. Like, I'm getting all of that in a mix. And then it's so like from this angle that I'm looking at all of this, like, it looks so beautiful. Like, inside of this, like, you can't even see all the little specks, cracks, and it just like a different dimension. There's something about the knowledge that you possess or just being in your energy that uplifts people. So you could be very high vibrational, which is why your spiritual team is so protective over you. And you know, the second house, that does talk about, you know, self-esteem, how you see yourself, maybe even connections to your confidence. So you could be a very confident individual. That pisses people off, friend. This is another group. Now you're giving me pile 1's energy because it doesn't feel like you're trying to be show-offy. Like pile 2 had a little bit of a show-offy energy, like, you know. But this, it just, I don't know, it just feels like it comes with the territory. It comes with the throne. This feels like you guys have a throne. Yeah, it does. Okay, true intelligence, good karma, spiritual rituals. You have extensive spiritual rituals. You could have recently told somebody about your spiritual practice and they were pressed because it almost made them be like, damn, why don't I do all of that? Should I be doing all of that? Like, people want to follow you. Yeah, they follow me because I know the way. I don't know, there's something about that. Every time I'm trying to like gas y'all, like I literally feel this evil eye. It's really not evil. Well, it is. It's just a negative energy. It's like some hateration. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna pause this and I'm gonna come back. My bad, y'all. I wasn't pausing out of fear. I was pausing because we were about to hit our 30 minutes. But I'm gonna write this down to remember to, yeah, ask about that. Because what the fuck? Who the hell is that? Wow. Other people in powerful positions, I feel like, can begin to look at you as a threat. You're very threatening to other people in powerful positions. And you might not even be fully rooted in your craft, but people could see where you're headed, okay? Don't be just trusting any type of like mentor, advisor. Like some of y'all, I'm telling you, you're gonna have a bad experience with a teacher figure because they are going to become like envious of you. I'm telling you, it's gonna be some weird shit. It probably already happened. Yeah. So you guys have a rich focus, very focused, very concentrated. Like you have a clear concentration. A lot of swords energy coming through here. Your mind, there's like a, you could be really good at meditating, but there's like a real big focus or a clear focus, clear intention, clear focus. So it's very, people think it's very easy, or yeah, it's very easy for you to get stuff done or call things in because of how clear. There's like just a mastership here. Okay, so I'm glad people know who they're talking to. Wisdom, power, direction. Yep. Okay, inspired through art, writing, children, and inventions. Okay, so a lot of people could fall in love with you. Someone I feel like is pressed at, they met you and they like fell in love. Let me see. Who is this? They could be a Sagittarius. Y'all could have been talking about, like, I don't know. There's a lot of like, let me not say that. But there could have been, somebody's in awe of like your dialect or just your knowledge. Your like, there's wisdom here. There's an abundance of wisdom. And I know the ninth house can also talk about fortune, but there's like, you guys are very expansive. I wouldn't be surprised. Some of you guys write children's books, or you write books, or you provide some type of service that is publicized. It's published, like a published reading material. And it's like given out. Like you guys would be the Morgan Greers. Some of you guys, like, it's time for you to make your own tarot deck or become a teacher or start teaching what it is that you do. You could make some money off of that. Like, start paying, like, start having people pay to find out what the fuck you got going on. Okay, there's something here about put it behind a paywall, friend. Woo! All right. Yeah, people could fall in love with you easily. So yeah, you guys understand difficult concepts and ideas. Like, and I don't even think you guys understand that you're understanding something that is normally very difficult to grasp, okay? Because it comes so naturally to you. You could have Mars in the 5th house. Very strategic. Strong will, strong mind. Yes, 9th from the 5th. That's what I was about to say, 9th from the 5th. Hand talents. Yeah, somebody has hand talents.
And whatever talent you have is extraordinary and it's timeless. There's a timeless essence about you. Okay, you don't go out of style. You're always ahead of the game. It's like you're always in the future. There's something very futuristic, very mysterious about just the layout that I'm looking at right now. And I know y'all see it. It's very clear, clairvoyant-y, insightful. We see into the future, futuristic, robots, I don't know, revolution. It's giving all of that to me. Someone here also could be, y'all know that steampunk deck? I keep seeing like artwork that it almost looks like people, but it's made out of gadgets and like wrenches and bolts and stuff like that. A scientist. You can make robots? I don't know. There's something real, it's getting real Elon Musky in here. So let's see. This group is real good at being able to escape the confines of time. Very futuristic, very Aquarius-esque, and I feel like that's what puts you ahead of everything. Like, you're always ahead of the game. So even when people think you're out of style, you're not. You're always ahead. There's something here, you don't go out of style. Like, you set the trend. You are, yeah, the beginning here. There's something about the beginning here, I ain't gonna lie. The initiation. Escapism through the mind. Someone here could do film work, or you could be you could do some type of film, or like you could do storytelling or spoken word. Connected to the brain and the heart for consciousness. Yeah, very connected. Like your brain and your heart, there's like a very strong alignment there. Or maybe you do a lot of work around the crown chakra and the heart chakra, okay? Like keeping that in balance. You guys have true common sense. This group, like, I'm not gonna lie, it's so funny. I'm surprised it hasn't came out, but you guys give like you're the more stern friend. Or sometimes people could feel like that. Like you're just very disciplined. You're gonna hold people accountable. Like you're not gonna tell them what they want to hear. And it can almost be like, damn, like, why did Power 3 have to say it like that? But you give the raw truth. And they be thankful maybe later. Like, you cause change. And I just seen 555 on the clock. By speaking, by your inventions. Very, yeah, like you guys, I feel like you guys invent something. Or in this lifetime, you might end up inventing something. Foreign travels, you could be in wherever you're at right now due to your father traveling, especially if they're a foreigner coming into America. I also feel like, again, the father plays a major part in your gifts and talents. There could be a clearing up, like you could be the first person in your family to have made hella money, to have cleared debt, to have bought a house. There's something about you guys being the first, and it's tied to breaking a generational curse of debt, all right? Very specific there. Clear mind, bright mind, expresses themselves through creative force, special gift or talent, firstborn. Okay, your firstborn could be a son. Your children will likely be important in this lifetime. Advisors, you could be an advisor. Ooh, I wrote down a lot her. And let me see what else, girl. Yeah. Somebody here is going to dedicate, you know, that category of like psychology, mathematics, astrology. Somebody here is going to end up dedicating a good portion of their life to studying that, and you are going to be very successful. Like, I literally just thought of Joni Patry. Like, I'm telling you, hit the ground running on that, friend. But these are part of the reasons why people have, like, are pressed about you. I feel like with this group, you are more than anything very intimidating, and you're threatening. Like, something about you, you're very threatening to other people's positions that are in the similar field as you, okay? And we're going to talk about it, especially for my people that do spiritual work, or you are an astrologer or a tarot reader. Yeah, girl. There's some shit going on. So let me figure out what deck I want to use. I'm going to do y'all reading differently. Like, I'm going to just vibe, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, let me know if this resonated, and I'll see you guys in the next portion of your reading. Okay, so just like that, we're back. All right, I feel like I'm supposed to do y'all reading so special, or like just so different. I have to be honest, you guys, you might get upset, but I genuinely feel like there's another message trying to come through from your spiritual team.
Let me just see what that is. You guys could be connected to the moth totem. If you guys are feeling tired and restless, that is just a sign, of course, that you need to rest. I said tired and restless, but if you guys are feeling tired, that's what I meant to say. That is a sign that you need to rest. If you just cut the plug for a good amount of time, it can even be a short 30 minutes. There's something here about you guys. Little do you know, it is very easy for you guys to regenerate more energy. So there's like an unlimited amount of energy. Your spiritual team just wants you to know, like, we understand that you're always wanting to go. Is this my message? But no, for real. We understand that you always want to go. And sometimes you might equate stillness or rest with stagnancy or weakness. But there's a level of, no, for you, it's necessary. When you, like, I'm not going to lie, in between this pile and, well, in between the channel message and what we're about to go into now, girl, I just watched a good episode of Baddies Gone Wild. I also sat there, scrolled on my phone for a little bit, rested, got my stomach rubbed from Bay, and I feel rejuiced. Okay, so sometimes, you know, it's okay to have a little play. Okay, sorry, that's coconut oil. So someone here could have a prominent Capricorn placement. Just make sure you guys are bringing in some moments of play and just unplugging. It is going to bring more benefits than it's not. Okay, it's gonna like really help y'all. Like, there's something here about rest is very essential for this group to elevate and to keep going and to I don't know, there's something here about that. Like, it's a level up. Like, every time y'all just take a second to just, I'm telling you, the regrouping, the bounce back is gonna be very quick. Okay, so let's see. First of all, let me see where I want to start. Let's start here. All right. I'm going to just pull y'all stuff on camera. Why does pile 3 have people pressed? Why does pile 3 have people pressed? I just heard the claw. Why does pile 3 have people pressed? Wait a second. Now me thinking of Toy Story, the claw. Like, what does that make you think of? The claw. Literally, all those little aliens thought that claw was like basically damn near God. Okay, like, he has been chosen. Like, do y'all know what I'm talking about? He has been chosen. So there's something about y'all that gives chosen ass energy. And it's like, the more you guys start to realize your power and your calling, which I feel like there's a deep dedication to God, to your spiritual practices, and that really unlocks this aura around you. Because you guys, I was noticing you guys, like, the vibe of, like, I don't know, the color scheme, the chrome, it gives me my evil eye ring, and it also gives my nails. And if you look at my nails, you got that little planet, then you got the illusion, they're like aura nails, then you got this like goth vibe with the cross. So very connected, because when I think of the cross, I think of like the crown chakra, I think of the heart chakra, I also think of like the shoulders. Like, there's something there. Again, y'all might be connected to pile 2 as well. There's something very connected between the mind, the heart, very protected, very blessed energy. All I'm gonna say is, if y'all feel like y'all need a little bit more, I'm telling y'all, there's other messages in the other piles for you. But I'm gonna do this one a little bit different. So why does pile 3 have people pressed? Oh my gosh. I just had a baby, cut niggas off. They was acting hella crazy. They want my life, want my nigga, want my savings. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I just got a Porsche truck, 444. So it's giving, do you eat the box? What did she say? Do you eat the box off the top? Is you freaky? Are you talking to the lady with the cars trying to read me, baby? So this is another group. You could be a new mother. You could have a child, and that has people pressed, okay? The fact that you, I don't know, maybe they didn't think that you were going to have kids. Maybe someone here could have had a long streak of infertility, and boom, you birthed, something, okay? A person. I also feel like there's a level of you can birth anything. You can create anything, all right? It's like something is very like the originator with this group. You don't have to follow the rules. You don't, like, it's almost like you're the maker of the rules. You don't have to follow them, you make them. You don't have to, there's something about the leader. Like, it's the king, it's the queen, it's like the head all be all, okay? Head honcho type of vibes. I'm not gonna lie, there is a lot of like, damn, they had a baby. I can't believe they had a baby. I can't believe they're a mom now. I can't believe they're a dad now. Why are people so pressed about pile 3? Like, what about pile 3 makes people pressed? Oh, spouse. Yeah. See how even when I'm doing y'all reading different, if you came from pile 2 or even pile 1, do you see how all the energy is just correlating back? Just, it's integrating with everything. Look at that, spouse. I'm telling you, you guys seem like you have a blessed family dynamic. Like, you have the white picket fence, the baby, the man, the wife, okay? The suitors. You seem to have a very good life, all right? There could be quite a few things that you're accomplishing. Let me say this. There's somebody that compares their life to you, and it's like by time. Like, it's time. Like, they compare when they get a husband to when you got a husband, or I don't know, maybe you did it a lot earlier than them. Who is this person that's comparing when you got something and when they did? And it feels like it's back to back, like when you have a baby, or maybe they expected to have a baby before you, or a husband before you, or a wife before you. I don't know. Who is this person comparing themselves? What's their sun sign? A Libra. Who is this person? Where would they know them from? A Leo. Okay. See what I'm talking about? This has been irritating me, because I'm telling you, the people that I feel like, or at least even this person, let me start with this person. This person, they could be jealous of your hair too. You could have really great hair. But this is the thing. This person, they have their own talents. There was another group where I kept saying this. It's like the people that I feel like compare themselves to you, or they're sending that negative energy, or it's just like weird energy. It doesn't seem like they're lacking. It seems like they're being greedy. Like there's not a lack of. Like, they could also have a child. They could also have a spouse. I just don't understand, like, what's the issue? So let me see. Who does pile 3 have pressed? Who does pile 3 have pressed? Look at this shit. A male, female. Male and female. First of all, I also feel like this. Look at this. Look at this. Wisdom. Everybody damn pressed. I'm telling you, you see that unicorn and how the horn, the wisdom, and then I'm thinking of this as like the tip of the unicorn little thing. Didn't sound right, I'm sorry. But you see that male, female, there's a very androgynous type of energy that I'm picking up with this group. There's also a duality, but I do feel like people in prominent positions that can be male or female, bosses, supervisors, people in high positions, or even people older than you. People, you know what it is? See, I don't think they start off like this. There's something here about the collective of this whole reading. There's like something that you bring out of people, and it almost triggers like that I have to be the best in the room type of energy, because whoever this is, they could also have unicorn qualities. They could also be very different, very talented, very tapped in. But when someone else comes in with that same energy, when they're also a boss, this will be somebody that says that they want to be around bosses and like-minded people, but when they get around like-minded people and people who are bosses and carry that energy and are confident, no, they get threatened. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I just heard everybody supports women. It's giving Sophia. I think it's everybody supports women. I think it's called that. Everybody supports women. Somebody might know who I'm talking about. I don't have my phone. I don't feel like getting up. But her name is Sophia. And she at least did the song. I can't even talk. She did the song Doll People. Okay, so type in Sophia Doll People. Why does pile 3 have people pressed? Why does pile 3 have people pressed? Why does pile 3 have people pressed? The feminine. Ooh. And I already called out your masculine energy. So you see what I'm saying? Like, ooh, and then you got Strega and the masculine at the top and bottom of the deck. So there is, oh my gosh. You see what I'm talking about? There is a mastership of both the feminine and masculine qualities. Damn. This is giving all the piles plus then some. Yeah, y'all gonna have to watch the other reading because I do not want to be giving repetitive messages. I can't do it, friend. I just can't do it. But OMG. Ooh, y'all definitely gotta tap in with the other readings. But hold on real quick. Let me grab this book. The feminine. You could actually be very sexy. Talk to me. Yeah, you know what's funny? Okay, your intellect could actually be very sexy to a lot of people. Okay, you could kind of be very nerdy or very knowledgeable, and believe it or not, it like is a code. I don't know, there's like an attraction through your knowledge, how you speak. You can like woo people through how you communicate. So I would not be surprised if when you come around, you naturally take the attention, even if you don't want to. You could be trying to be the quietest person in the room, but yet the attention still gravitates towards you. All right. I also feel like I said, people do fall in love with this group. I think it was this group where I said people fall in love with you easily. Somebody's man, let me see. Somebody's man is looking at you. Who? A Gemini. Oh, I hope this isn't one of your siblings. Oh, shit. Where would you know this person from? Okay, so a Gemini. Where would they know them from? Please don't be Gemini energy. Oh, la, what is it? Oh, okay. Ugh. This is another group. Okay, there is a feminine energy here. They could be a Gemini or possibly a Taurus. I think you would have known them growing up. Like you guys, this would have been like an early childhood friend. I also think that this person is very attractive. See, what the issue is, I'm picking up on an energy here, and it could be the same energy, but there is this constant, like, there's a common grounds for hater energy surrounding you because it's almost like a breaking of the mold. Like when you come around, someone's not the best anymore, but I don't think that you're trying to do that. I just think, I don't know, there's something about you that is just like, it threatens the environment. And it's not just threatening people, it's threatening, like this wouldn't threaten the commoners. This wouldn't threaten, like this is threatening the kings, the queens. Like this is threatening the people on the thrones. So there's something about you that gives that. Yeah. I don't know. It's like so much. How can all this energy be in this reading? Like, it's insane. So let me grab, we have our Aradia, the Gospel of Aradia. There could be some Aztec vibes here, so let me look at this. Also, the word macabre. I'm telling you, watch the other piles, because now pile 2 is coming through very strong. Anyway, do not be afraid of the feminine form or naturally feminine ways. You can be powerful and still feminine. That's y'all. Powerful and still feminine, whether you're male or female. Seek equality. Forget the current restrictions of sexual roles. They limit everyone. There is no need to push forcefully for what you want. Be the best you can be and attract what you need, and you naturally do that. You don't have to do much. And that's why I'm telling y'all, watch pile 2, because they didn't have to do much. They was just there. Oh my gosh, but I'm also getting pile 1. Ooh, big ass energy. Yeah, for those goodies, you're gonna have to check those out, but let me see. Why does pile 3 have people pressed? I do think why do I feel like there could be someone jealous. If you also watched that pile where I brought up breastfeeding, I'm telling you, there is somebody jealous of the fact that you can, I'm sorry, but reproduce. That you are fertile. There could be a close friend, and I hate to say this, but that has been struggling with getting pregnant, and you got pregnant. I'm telling you, there's just some comparison there. I don't know. Anyway, what has people pressed about pile 3 right now? What about pile 3 has people pressed? Conflict. See, this card came out in pile 2. What has people pressed? Oh my gosh, you've matured so much. And you know what's crazy? Very authentic. You've matured so much, even though people have tried to change you so many times, or they tried to tell you like what you're doing is wrong. There's a level of, I know where I'm going. I know where I'm being led. Or even if I don't know where I'm going, I know that the divine, that God is telling me where to go, and I'm gonna do that. I don't care if all of you guys are looking left. I'm gonna look right. And it's not to just be different. It's just because this is what I want to do. Like, I move how I want to move. As long as I'm not hurting nobody, like, I'm vibing. And that has people pressed. Like, you real life do what the fuck you want, pile 3. Like, you don't let the world tell you who to be. I think you're kind of like the blueprint for who, like, how the world should be. I don't know. Like, it's like vice versa. Like, the world doesn't tell you what to do. You tell it what to do. You see what I'm saying there? And with that conflict, okay, somebody is very pressed at how you handle some type of conflict. Let me see. What was this conflict? Wow. You schooled somebody. You know, there could have been someone that was trying to school you, little girl you, little boy you, basically trying to put their, you know, that's the thing. See, you're smart. And certain people may try to show off in front of you to kind of make you feel small because they're feeling small. And you handled this so well. I feel like they could have came for your spiritual practices, or they could have tried to question like your religion or something that you hold very close. And it does seem like it's tied to spiritual practices, your custom, your tradition. And instead of going toe to toe with them or crashing out, you educated them. There's a level of, and I'm not even going to dog you, I'm going to educate you. But the way I educate you, I'm educating you through swords. Like, I speak and these swords come out. It's the truth. It enlightens you. But there's also some fierceness here, especially because this person came at you from a very childish place. There's a level of when you speak and when you don't go low, or when you, something about how you handle conflict, it could have the other person actually feeling dumb as fuck, or just like less than, or very immature, very like, wow, I look so stupid. Like, I'm talking about goofy. Like, it's giving. Like Rilla. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, let me stop. Does anybody watch Baddies? No? Okay, anyway. So, Angels of the Four Directions. Why do I feel like this could have had to do, I mean, somebody could have tried to throw the Bible in your face, or they could have tried to throw something, their beliefs in your face, and then you were able to articulate, to come in, and it was very nurturing. It was very like, you could have went low. Like, that's the thing. Somebody here was being snarky, and instead you, I'm telling you, friend, you could have went there. See, that's the thing. And I meant to tell pile 1 this, and I'm telling you because I do feel like your energy is in pile 1 and pile 2. Okay. There's a level of maybe you could be very tapped in spiritually. Yeah, you could probably know how to do some very dark shit if you really want to go there. But there's a level of morality. There's a level of, instead of me doing that, how about I light a white candle? Or how about I transmute that energy and use it to fuel what I have going on from a positive place? Yes, I can get revenge, you know, and if it's necessary, you know, but you know, there's a level of like, I don't even have to do that. It's almost like you guys know who you are. You're very rooted in self, and that has people pressed. Who is this person? Let me just pick up on, who is this person that you told about themselves, or you educated? Who is this person? A Gemini. Oh my gosh, where do you know them from? A smarty pants. Oh, Aquarius. This could have been, let me tell you, this could have been a friend. Not a friend trying to make you feel small, Not a friend trying to, oh my gosh. This is giving someone that you network with or someone that's in your community. I just feel like, and I'm telling you, friend, you might have been so in a different realm or in a different frequency that you might not have realized that this person was really trying to be backhanded. Okay, because when I think of that Aquarius energy, I also do think of someone that's very enlightened. Okay, but see, when they come around another enlightened being like you, I don't know, someone just feels threatened. And I'm not gonna lie, I do feel like for some of you guys, this could be a friend. Pay attention. Or even an older sibling. Yeah. You might have had to let them know about themselves. And when you were able to kind of, and I don't even think you were trying to school them, you were just really talking to them from a place of spiritual enlightenment. It made them be like, damn, I got some growing up to do. Like, I need to really heal myself. Like, yeah, you put people in this place of like where they really got to start thinking about shit. Like, you can make people like really start questioning like who they are. Am I a good person? Like, why did I respond like that? Why didn't I have the class like that pile 3 had? Yeah, 2121. Okay. Something like that there. Look at that. Ooh, hidden motivations, planning and action, and victim mentality. Let me tell you something. There's something about your energy that, and you probably went through moments of really taking that sword and putting it all and twirling it, all of that. But there's a level of, like I said, experience, mastery. There's like a knowing of, I know where that gets me. I know what it was like being in a victim mentality. I know what it's like to not have a plan. I know what it's like to think that you know everything and that you can shit on everybody. I know what it's like to have hidden motivations towards somebody and to get that karma. I also know what it's like to have somebody have a hidden agenda towards you. There's like a level of a well-rounded person who has learned this through experience, through being humbled, through humbling, and there's just a certain elevation here. I don't know, it's like a real big elevation. Whew, that's crazy. That's crazy. That Strega I have to ask about. I do, the Strega. You have power. It is real. Do not fear what you do not understand, but rather seek to understand it. Weave your magic everywhere you go. You can create something from nothing. That is y'all. And you see how that could be intimidating? You see how they had to tell you, like, don't be afraid of your own power? Like, basically, like, and this is real. So sometimes you could even question yourself or go into this, like, imposter syndrome type of energy or just be like, damn, is this shit real? Am I really that big of a deal? You are, okay? And you do have power. But I do feel like with this type of energy and with this type of power, I do feel like your spiritual team, God, everybody got to humble you sometimes just so you stay grounded and you don't get too big-headed like these other motherfuckers that's coming through in the spread, all right? Now, I know I said earlier, I don't know why I'm getting some pushback. Maybe because it just doesn't matter. I don't know. Let me see. Because there was someone here that felt tricked, okay? Who was plotting against you that you tricked? That, you know, someone feels like pile 3 tricked them. Who was it that was plotting against them? Who was it that was plotting against them? Okay, who was it that was plotting against my pile 3? Oh, a Page of Pentacles. Who is this damn earth sign? Subtle lights. Okay. What was their plan? What was their plan? Oh my gosh. You guys, you know what's so crazy? I hate to say this, but you could be someone, I'm telling y'all, I could see you having a mentor and them over a certain amount of time almost trying to sabotage you because they're threatened. But I can also see someone who is a hater try to be a student of yours, knowing that they have ill intentions or that they secretly low-key hate you, want your spot. Like, there's that weird ass energy. But I feel like the way y'all show up, you still provide a service, you still show up for people. There's like a certain level of protection on you, so you know you can move accordingly. But I do feel like y'all trigger that energy. Like, I don't know why everybody feel like they gotta conquer you, or you know, you just make them feel threatened. Like, there's this real like warrior-esque overthrow them or be overthrown. I don't know. There's like this weird ass energy here. So, look at that. The moonstone. How did you trick them? So whoever this person was, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Someone here, there could have been access to your mother figure, or they could have caused problems between you and the mother, your mother, or the mother of your child. I also feel like this person could have been giving you ideas, or when y'all were talking, they could have been trying to confuse you. Low key, high key. Like there's something here that's very confusing, that's very foggy, that's very like deception-y. Let me pull another one. What was this person plotting? And look at that. Ew, I'm not gonna lie. I'm picking up on the energy of someone trying to steal your flow. Like, I'm getting someone trying to steal your intuitive juices. That's disgusting. The Strength card in reverse. Look, this Leo and this Cancer energy. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. And the World card, I'm telling you, okay, so it's everything I already said in the channel message, and I think that's why they're like, you don't even got to go into this. Someone was really trying to mimic you. I'm talking about be you. They posed as someone who wanted to learn, who wanted to be fed like knowledge, like they were coming from a pure place. They're a humble student, okay? Maybe even a friend, a colleague, someone that you can talk to. Maybe even go back and forth with ideas. You can invest in them, okay? This could have even been someone trying to lure you into investing a certain way. See, this is the thing. Whatever the case may be, you pivoted. There's like a pivot here. You changed the routine. You changed the sauce. You changed the direction. Damn, this has to do with who you are. I really feel like someone's trying to be you. I'm not gonna lie. There's someone here trying to be you. It's like really hard for me to explain because I'm wondering, like, how did they trick you? You could have took another route, or you could have went against the advice that they gave you and still close out something or achieve something. Maybe it has to do something with the degree. What did my pile 3 do? Leo, oh my gosh, that 5th house energy. Stamina, vitality. I'm gonna express myself regardless. I do not give a fuck. I'm gonna take it, like, this is my domain. Like, I am going to rule, and I'm not gonna do it in a way where I have to overstep. But if you step in my arena, like, I'm gonna cast you out. Like, I'm following where the sun goes, and I'm gonna have pride, integrity, you know, grit. My heart is in it. Like, there's just some weird ass vibes here. I just feel like people want to be you, pile 3. So you definitely have people pressed. And you know what else about you? You don't let fear stop you. I'm not saying that you're someone who just never deals with fear. You know, I'm not stupid. But no, you don't let fear stop you. You almost seem to, like, face your fears. And that could be some of the people sending you negative energy. Maybe they told you not to get married, you got married anyway. Maybe they told you not to join the military, you did anyway. Maybe they told you not to move to that state, move to that country, you did it anyway. Maybe they told you not to start that business, you did it anyway. Maybe they told you not to sign up for that loan, you did it anyway. Like, there's something like that here because you guys do you. So why are people pressed? Why does pile 3 have people pressed? Why does pile 3 have people pressed? Or actually, let it fall off the deck. Why does pile 3 have people pressed? Transits. 55. I know you see that. Changes. 55. That's giving me 555. And then also look at that. That gives me like Saturn energy. Yeah. But also creativity. All that 5th house goodness that we already talked about in the channeled message. So no P. Don't do it again. I'm sorry, I gotta stop myself, okay? And look at that, descendants. Whoever comes from you, like whoever you birth into this world, very important. Look at that, descendant and the 4th house. You're connected to pile 1 and pile 2, for sure. Like, I know it. And really, although you might be my shortest pile, you would be at the top of the pyramid. Like, I feel like this reading went like 1, 2, 3. You know, or 3, 2, 1, however you want to look at it. Like, this is elevated. Whew. Okay, let me just start with the transits, girl. Vibe with me. This could give you some insight into how to move, what to, you know, reflect, whatever the fuck, right? Tap in with me. Transits, climate. The planets are always moving through time and space. That's you. Always moving, always advancing, which is why it's so important. My bad, y'all. That cut off. We hit our 30 minutes. Now, the action.
This situation is in flux and the surrounding conditions are changing. Stay alert, aware, and be ready to respond to incoming dangers and opportunities. Some people are moving in, others are leaving. New opportunities open and old chapters close. There's an adaptability with this group. Listen to the grapevine for changes in personnel or economic conditions. You are not in control of these elements, but you can make the most of these changes and dance with fate. That's what y'all do. People that walk into your life now may be karmically important. Either the relationship will last a long time or it may be short. Pithy and teach you a valuable lesson. It can be helpful at this point to look at the transits in your natal chart. There's no volume control on this card's energy. There's no volume control on your energy. That is, y'all, you guys are a transit. I feel like the way they're talking about like what a transit does for a chart and how it, you know, interacts with the planets, I feel like y'all do that with people. Just in the sense of like what you bring out of them, how you change them, how you shift them. I don't know, there's something going on here. Okay, we also have, look, transits may trigger a small change in the personnel around you, or it could signal a shooting star that blazes across your life and turns your direction entirely. Do you understand, friend? You have choices, though ask for grace and guidance when responding to the changing circumstances. You guys have been through a lot. I don't even feel like I'm touching the surface. Like, there's a lot of Wheel of Fortune, destiny type of energy. You guys are very rooted in purpose. And the fact that one of the, damn it just slipped my mind. I lost it, it's gone, blah. Fuck. I can't even think of it. But basically, the house that you're occupying, I think it's like the, what, 1-5? All I'm gonna say is this, and what, the 9th house? I don't know. There's something here about purpose, like you being very rooted in purpose, okay? And like what you desire and very connected to your desires. There's something about when you desire it, you can bring it to fruition. Anyway, my eyes is crossing, girl, I gotta hurry up. Challenge. Wild cards are in play. You are not in control of who or what now brushes your life, and that can be scary. The gift is, even though life is an ever-moving circus and you do not control the people and the events transiting your life, know that you are in complete control of your response to the transit. Choose wisely. And this has been a lesson that you've had to learn over time. You could even still be learning this, mastering it, but give yourself some credit, bro, because when people look at how you respond to things now, and like you really make people do a check-in with themselves and be like, oh shit, no, I gotta change that. You ever been around somebody and it made you reflect like, I can't keep moving around like this. I gotta do better. That's what you do for people. When Power 3 walks in, you sit the fuck up straight and get your life together, okay? But it doesn't feel like you guys are speaking unless you're being paid. I don't know what that's about. Very exclusive energy. So yes, Power 3, that was your spread. Yes, okay. Don't forget to check out our good girlfriend Capricorn Vetus Tarot. Okay, all of the links are going to be in the description down below. Please let me know how it resonated, and I'll see you guys in the comments.